All right, we're coming down just a notch. I'm so obsessed with all this modern technology I'm figuring out lately, Joel Teti.
Can't see it. Oh, hi.
Like a whole new fancy world. Good
Hello.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is, in fact, another Wednesday evening out here in webcast podcast land. That means another great episode of The Yo Show.
Yep.
Yo, sorry, I forgot you're extra large. I am Jeff the Shark Porrini. Thrilled to be with you live as always. Joined by, back from her little ailment, the beautiful, the amazing, the co-hostess with the mostest, the sister from another mister, the labeled queen of quarantine, Jewel Teti. Jewel, good evening. Welcome, to another Wednesday night edition of The Yo Show.
You can't say Queen of Quarantine and then say I had an ailment. That makes me sound. I'm fine.
Oh, Jesus.
It's under the weather, not like that. Last week, I told you, it did me dirty. It was not a good week. I think it's been getting to me, staying inside, and I am working and stuff, and I have stuff to do. It's tough, man, and it's not getting easier. I mean, it's beautiful out, and we don't really get to enjoy it, but yeah, let's just power through. Have fun tonight.
Absolutely, that's all we can do. I look forward to Wednesdays because it's like, no offense to my wife who's here every day, but Wednesday nights I get a drinking partner. Get to hang out with Jewel Teti on the Yo Show. Hey, she's got one of them tonight. I got like a double fister, keep them nice and cold. I got backups. I got all good things going on here tonight, Jewel Teti. So we didn't see you last week, but we touched base on, and I have to start out the show with this again. I know we beat it up last week, talked about it a ton, but the Bucks County Food Drive was such a successful event. The Saturday telethon was absolutely amazing, and I didn't get a chance since then to thank you for all your effort. We got great letters from the committee thanking us for our hard work. I thank you for your hard work. It was a great day. All the entertainers, etc. Joel, give us a wrap up. Like, what'd you like? What'd you love? What'd you think of the whole day?
Oh my God. Well, the day was crazy. I'm so grateful. Thank you to everyone for making it a huge success. 10,000 pounds of food. Like that's amazing.
Yeah.
It was all for a great cause, and that I'm totally thankful. I'm also totally thankful for everyone who participated, who we talked to, like all of our great, old favorites, new buddies that we made that day. Like it was so cool talking to everyone, and I said this that day, but every guest that would come on, it would pep me right back up. So we hung in there. Well, you more so, but we tried.
Yeah, we really tried. We lost a little bit at the end. It was kind of my plan to wrap it up right around that time anyway. We lost the DJ. People were saying, hey, there's like no more views. It's not coming through. So I shut it down, started back up. And all the time it took, we lost Jewel. But hey, 18 hours worth. Really a great job. Real quick, I see somebody that's
18 hours
watching.
on my face. I don't need more than that.
I know, right? It's like, this is like nothing now. I want to say hello to my cousin Alicia. I noticed she's watching. She said, yo, cousin, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. If it's your first time, thanks. If it's your multiple time, thanks for coming. We do it every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Me, Jeff the Shark Porrini, as you see down there. God, it's so high-tech now. And this gorgeous lady, in case anyone's wondering, is Jewel Teti. Just wonderful. Joel, we're back at the interview table tonight as well because we got a great guest. Beautiful Hollywood actress. She's been in commercials and shows and movies since she was a 6-month-old baby. She was doing Johnson & Johnson shampoo commercials as a little baby. And she's gorgeous. And she's psyched to be on. Miss Harmony Smith is our very special guest. Very excited for her. Great, me too. Very excited. I'm going to check my email one last time. So I know she had a lot of questions, which is cool. I want to make sure anybody that comes on knows the entire ins and outs. Nothing of late because near the end, she said, "It's absolutely awesome." Though she did send me an email that said she's going to be swimming, tanning, and drinking before she comes out here.
Oh,
I
I'm
love
like, in the interview, that'd be pretty cool. See,
it. Oh, I wish you would do
I'm
it.
just chilling.
She might. She said she's going to be on a Mac, so maybe she can take us poolside. You know, viewers, get ready, because if Harmony Smith comes on the show in a bikini, only ratings.
Yeah. Ratings, which is
If you're already listening, Harmony, we love you. Nothing but
yes.
the utmost.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, really. A lot of great emails. She says she's very astute. We got, I guess, this week, next week. We're still kicking around 100th episode. What's going on? I don't know, Jewel. Feels kind of artificial. I know we're coming up on 100.
You know what? I feel like, I mean, we did put in some work for the last one. We got every guest ever to come on. So the 100th, I mean, we can make it a free for all. Like, if you want to be a part of it, be a part of it. But me and you could still dress up, bring our best, get crazy, do some antics. You know?
I'm not hating that. I'm not hating that idea at all. I'm loving that idea.
I wear a dress. You wear a crown.
I do love the crown. Maybe in this suit jacket. Jewel Teti, I know you love when I do this, so I'm going to do it real quick. Because I know lately the Teti family has been tuning in more and becoming a big part of our show.
Oh, they
Jewel
have.
Teti, well, I mean, you know, your aunt got some guests, and your parents always say I'm a smart
Yeah,
mouth
she's
and all that
the
good
best.
stuff. But Jewel Teti, scintillating in red tonight. Fantastic in red.
Oh, I feel like I had to vamp it up so I don't wash it.
The red top, the red lipstick with the long dark
got my
hair.
red cup.
Fantastic.
Wonderful.
I love it. I know Wonder Woman cup.
Thanks.
You always look amazing. You come out and really do it. I am wearing a brand new shirt I bought today just to wear on the program. And it is my vintage 1977 Kiss t-shirt. This is the real deal Kiss t-shirt. This is, I can't get my fingers right. Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, Peter Criss, H. Frehley. The real lineup. Got it today at Target for $10.
Today at Target.
I had to go to Target. I had to go to Target because I had to get ink for her printer. She still works from home. She had to print out some stuff. The ink, of course, goes dry on the printer today, of all days. So I slapped my mask on, went out to Target, got the ink, got to bang a new T-shirt. Away we go.
Target surprises me sometimes. I got a Sailor Moon t-shirt there. Like, what? No one sells Sailor Moon. Like, it's just... Oh, did you ever see Role Models with Paul Rudd?
Yes. Yes.
And they dress up as Kiss? I just thought of that.
Yes. I love that. Great movie and a great part. Caught me by surprise. I love it. But no, Target, I got to tell you, I'll put down the lineup. I got 3 Guns N' Roses t-shirts, this Kiss t-shirt, my Taco Bell t-shirt, a Coca-Cola t-shirt, my Tabasco t-shirt at Target. They got great t-shirts.
Oh, they do have great t-shirts, yeah. It just pisses me off for the girls now because, like, even women, they all just look like little girl shirts. Like, they're all crop tops and, like, you know.
I agree.
You don't want to show that all the time. It's not for everyone.
Exactly. It's definitely not for everyone. I got to laugh real quick when I see things like this. I look around too much, and I think I'm overly high-teching myself now with all the scroll and the names and the logo. I watched the view tick, and it went up one number, down one number like that. What does somebody go, whoops? Like they're afraid we're going to catch them watching us?
Oh, well, maybe they just stumble across it. You know how you're scrolling and it's like, oh, you're in it. You're watching now. Like, no. I don't want to watch you.
Maybe it's Joe Rogan.
We love everyone.
Absolutely. There's always room here. Last week, Joel, I don't know if you watched or viewed us at all, but last week was pretty banging. We had a lot of viewer participation, which really kept me moving. It's tough doing it by yourself. And our main man, Mark Zamaro, was watching last week. And Thursday night we played poker. And he's like, dude, you gave me credit. You held your own for the entire show. It's not easy by yourself.
No, I know. What did I do it for? Like, and you were in my ear, but I still felt like I was doing it myself for like 15 minutes. Oh, dear God. I cannot.
You poor thing. It's just not the same without both of these faces, though. As much as I love my face, it has to be both of these faces.
I'm pretty upset because I did order like a new setup for the studio with like big ring light, and I want to get it all hooked up in here since who knows, right? So,
I know, right?
But it was supposed to come yesterday. It didn't come yet.
Aw. Yeah, I remember you saying that you were getting the ring light and all that. And that's cool. And that's for projects because me and Jewel are talking about, I don't want to give too much away. Sound like stealing our idea. And if, Jewel can make it happen, I like to make it happen, like a little side project of the Yo Show where we go on the road and we visit local places and sample a little something and do a little like half-hour snippet program. Something in the future.
Brady. Stop giving our ideas away.
Oh, well, nobody knows this. We're not even going to tell you what kind of great idea it's going to be, but it's going to be awesome. And it is going to happen.
No. Eventually. You don't even know. You don't even know.
You don't even know. Nobody knows. Everybody just looks like there's that.
Right now, like, where is everyone? They're outside.
Probably. A lot of people are outside because usually by now we get tons of comments and tons of views and all that. Just that like a on and off flow. We ain't got no comments. And it's the usual suspects. I don't know where you all are right now, but that's fine. You'll tune in. It'll get dark soon. It needs to start raining.
What horror movie is that? It'll be dark soon.
I don't know.
Oh, you're not a horror movie guy.
No, I'm not. I know it's a horrible.
Are you an Adam Sandler guy? David Spade?
Yeah, I could tolerate that.
They just made a new movie on Netflix. It's called Wrong Missy. It's so funny. It's like all the regulars, like Rob Schneider, David Spade, Nick Swardson, who got really fat, by the way. Gained like 50 pounds. Yeah, Molly Sims is in it. She's like barely in it. But it's really funny. I watched it today.
Great. I'll have to check it out. I'm always looking for new things to watch. A new viewer popped in. I'm going to say hi, of course, to one of my all-time favorite people that goes back years and years and years from 4th grade on. The lovely and amazing Susan Greenberg. Now Susan Greenberg Griffin. Let me get the full name in there. Hello, Sue. Thank you for watching. Sue, I know my wife.
She was answering you. Like,
hello.
Yeah,
you gave me a hello on the comment section. I know my wife was watching, but Sue back in the day. Oh, great love. Love you, Sue. She's good people. And I'm glad she tuned in. This is the program. This is what we do. This is what we do back there. I'll tell you what. Do you want to go guest early? Because I see Harmony Smith is already backstage. She's sitting there being beautiful. I guess she took the time off from tanning and swimming and all that good stuff to come join us.
So jealous.
On our little program. Hello, Sue. Thank you for tuning in. Everybody, let's get right to it. Let's get our guest on. We love guests. This beautiful woman has been in movies and TV and commercials since she was just a wee little 6-month-old baby. And many years later, she is the beautiful starlet we bring to you today. Live all the way out from beautiful Hollywood, LA area. It is Harmony Smith. All right.
Hi, guys.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Jeff and Jewel?
We're great. We are great.
Hanging in.
We are so thankful for you coming out and joining us tonight or today, still in your time. Real quick, before we get into any questions. Oh, of course. Before we get into any questions, talk about anything. How was swimming? How was drinking? How was your afternoon? It sounds awesome.
I was just joking.
Sorry.
I wouldn't be drinking before an interview, just during an interview.
There you go. Cheers. That's how we do it here on the Yo Show. Absolutely. Again, thank you very much for taking time out and joining us. I basically, I scan the globe to find great people everywhere and found on Instagram. I'm like, oh, very charming looking young lady looking to follow your history. I'm like, great. send out the email, and you were kind enough to join us. I can't thank you enough. You're in for
I
a
was like,
terrible,
yes.
terrible.
I mean, this is the time, what else are we going to be doing but connecting with each other, even though it's online? I mean, this is a great opportunity to reach people and connect, because I've been so bored. This is just like the worst, right?
Yeah.
And it's
I mean, you
great to
can,
see our guests this way on the West Coast, because we do have a lot of connections out there, and it's just nice to see your faces. So thank you once again, and we totally appreciate it.
Aw, thank you, Jewel. You're so beautiful.
Gosh, you are. Please, thank you.
These two beautiful ladies. I'm going to turn the lights down and nice romantic moment with my two beautiful ladies here. But we'll do questions instead first, if you're ready.
Whatever you say.
Okay. So let's go. Let's learn a little bit about Harmony Smith. Got my notes here. Again, started out a 6-month-old baby in a Johnson shampoo commercial, which is really cool. That's awesome. Did your family ever give you the details about how that went to be, and how you ended up getting that part?
Oh, yeah. I definitely knew the details. Well, my grandma was an agent. She was a children's agent. And she started out her, they moved out to LA maybe in the 50s, I guess. And she had twin sons. And back then, and still today, if you're twins, everyone in the city is like, oh, you got to be in the business, because they like to put, they'll have one that it'll be one role, but it's essentially like 2 or 3 kids playing the role in case one of the kids like has a meltdown. Look at her. What does she have? She's like shooting.
It's like a bazooka. Sorry.
Training for the future in that radio.
Little kids. But anyhow, so she put her kids in the business, and they did pretty well. They were on a TV show. And so my grandma kind of became like their stage mom manager. And she was spending so much time with them and at their agency, that the people at the agency were like, Evelyn, why don't you just come work here? You'd be great. So she started working at this agency and became like one of the top children's agents in LA. She was an agent for like 30 years. Yeah. So she just stuck me in stuff. I was just a baby. Like I had nothing to do with it. She was just like my granddaughter, and so I got to do some small parts and things. And that's how I got my SAG card when I was just like a kid.
Oh, wow. Awesome. So when did you become a part of SAG? Like how old? Like what was after the Johnson commercial?
Yeah, I mean, I did like just kind of kid, typical commercials like Pampers and Oscar Mayer, Mattel, Coca-Cola, JCPenney, and somewhere around there I got into SAG. I think it was pretty fast. I think it was, pretty quick. Lucky.
Another huge commercial you were part of is the Herbal Essence commercial, which, I mean, I remember, everyone remembers this commercial.
I love that commercial.
Oh, thank you.
How did that come to be?
Fun to make.
Cool.
I mean, it looks fun, right? But to tell you the truth, I was in that shower for what felt like days, take after take. Even the callback, they had me. The first audition, here's a little glimpse into what it's like to really be an actor, the no frills part. I went on this audition and, didn't hear anything back. And you go on so many auditions as an actor. You try not to get hung up on it because it'll just kill you if you do. So go on an audition, forget about it. 3 months later, I get an audition for Clairol again. And I'm like, that's weird. I could swear I went on one of those. And so I show up and it looks like they've just hired a whole new casting team. So they're starting over again 3 months later. So I do the audition. I had a lot of fun with it. I'm a Meisner trained actor, so we're used to using our imaginations, and it's all about like really feeling the emotion of what's going on in the scene. So I just did it to the best of my ability and got a call back. Rehearsed it with my acting coach and went in, did fine, got another call back, had to go back again, and they had me in like a fake shower, like right in the casting room, just over and over. I was exhausted from this like
do it again.
fake orgasm.
All right.
Yes. It was something like that. I don't know. My hair, they had like some great like wind in the hair and all that going on, but
Well, everyone wanted that shampoo after that.
Oh yeah.
advertising works. Hey, sex sells, right?
I actually found out after we talked that was you, and I suddenly got this huge bundle of nerves. I'm like, oh, it's the shower orgasm girl. Like, I couldn't believe it. I found out afterwards.
Nothing to be intimidated by.
Thank you. It doesn't take much. So, at what point I saw that you were raised in Hawaii? At what time did you leave Hawaii? Because that's got to be a beautiful upbringing. How long were you there, and when did you finally decide to move out?
We went over there when I was 7. My mom was a single mom, and her best friend was living there, and we went for a vacation. And my mom, just a free spirit type, was like, I don't want to go back to LA. We're moving here. And I was like, what? Like, I hated it when I first went over. I just didn't want to live there. I was like a city kid. Like, I grew up in the city, and I couldn't stand the quiet and the beaches and the hot humid air. And I was like, Mom, I just don't want to. And she said, too bad. And so she stuck me in school. And within, let's see, I was having lots of trouble with the kids there because, I'm a haole, and that means like white kid. And so it was a little bit hard to blend in at first. But within maybe about 6 months, I became friends with all the kids and, got a tan and grew my hair long. And I just bonded with everybody and ended up like, president of the school and Mayday Queen and all this stuff that is a big honor, when you're going to school in Hawaii. And so it was like a big, growth period and a learning experience and all that. I kind of learned how to fit in, how to fit in when you don't fit in. But anyway, then, the issue was that I went to boarding school because the public school, my mom's best friend wanted me to go to boarding school on another island. And I was so homesick over there because it was a tiny little island. And I just wasn't feeling it anymore. And we came back to LA for a summer, and then I got introduced to Elite Modeling Agency, and they were like, we want to take you and we want you to model for us. And so we thought, well, let's just move back to LA. So that was the end of my time in Hawaii, sadly.
Do you get to visit a lot, or do you still have friends that are there?
Yeah. I try and visit. Like I went, I think I went about 6 months ago, and then before that it was about 6 months. There have been long times in between when I wasn't able to go, and it's the kind of place. Have you been there?
No. Gosh, I wish.
Never been. I know. Definitely on the list.
It always lives in you. Like once you go, you just can't forget it. It's just always living inside of you. And so I feel like I think of Hawaii as home, as well as LA, and I always miss it. And it's like I just gotta go sometimes. Hopefully one day I'll be able to move back. Hopefully.
Your dream.
And then, get a nice big place that we can move into also, and we'll do the show every week from.
Right.
And you can be a co-host in your board time. So let's talk about some movies. One of the movies that, of course, is very close to you. I always read your favorite was What Planet Are You From? And some actors in here like Greg Kinnear, Gary Shandling. That was one of your favorite roles. Talk to us about that movie. Talk about how you got into movies and that experience.
Well, let's see. I was modeling for a while, and then I didn't really like it. I felt like kind of like just like a coat hanger, like I like to be talking and moving, when you're models, like you just have to stand there for like 5 hours straight. So it wasn't really my thing. And my agent recommended going back to acting. And so I thought, I do want to go back to acting. So I just quit modeling because I felt like it was a big distraction. And at that time, you know, modeling has changed a lot. Like these days, there's all different types of models. You know, there's plus size models, there's sports models. It's like some companies don't even retouch the photos. It's really come a long way, the advertising business in that way. But when I was doing it, it was not the healthiest business to be in, because you really did have to only be a certain way, and you know, it's all about your looks. And so I was kind of exasperated by all of that, and I thought, hey, you know, I would much rather be doing something like acting. So I gave up the modeling and I got a job at a restaurant, which is what a lot of actors do, just to make ends meet. And when I was working there, a manager came in and he decided that he wanted to sign me. And so that's what got me started in TV and movies again. Yeah. And then What Planet Are You From came soon. Oh, sorry. What was that, Jewel?
Yeah, so I guess you always have to be on.
I don't know which one of you to listen to.
Go ahead, Jeff. You just said you always have to be on as an actress. You never know out there when you're going to be discovered.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I was thinking about that. It's like a big, long waiting game. You just are kind of always hoping that, you know, something will come your way. It's not the kind of job that really you can go to college and then you take an interview and let you know what your chances are of getting it. And there's no stability, you know, whatsoever. You could go on so many auditions and not get the part, or you could just be on and get like every part. But as far as What Planet Are You From, that was at that time period where I was just auditioning a lot, and I got a chance to meet with Ellen Lewis, and she's just this fantastic casting director. She does she worked a lot with Mike Nichols and Scorsese and even Woody Allen, people like that. So it was a real honor to go in and read for her. And she thought I'd be right for one of the parts in the movie. So she brought me in and I got to meet Mike Nichols, and that was just a real honor. And I was late because I actually that day was super hyped, and oh my gosh, I walked into my mom's room and she was having sex with my stepdad. And I was like, oh, like, no. And I actually fell down the stairs.
Oh, crap.
Twisted my ankle. And this was like, you know, like right before the biggest audition of my life. And so I was just freaking out. And so I got in the car and I was speeding, of course, because that made me a little bit late. And then I got pulled over and got a speeding ticket.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So by the time I went to the audition for Mike Nichols, I was kind of a mess. And, you know, I did an okay reading, but he didn't hesitate to reprimand me for being late. And he told me a story about some fantastic actress. I don't remember who it was. It may have been Meryl Streep or someone like that. He said she always gets to set 2 hours early. And I was just like, oh, like, wow. I'm being chastised by Mike Nichols, but I ended up getting the part. It was okay.
Jeez. That's an excuse if there ever was one.
Yeah. I think I told him too. I think I told him what happened.
Oh, man. So you get into acting and you do different types of roles. You do comedies, dramas. What has been your favorite? Horror? You know, I know they probably all have their different challenges, but what has been your favorite, and what might you not go back into?
I'm not so fond of commercials anymore. I kind of decided, like, well, if I don't,
you set the bar for commercials.
I mean, hey, the Clairol, that was cool. Like, I'm happy that I did that one.
Yeah.
But over the years, it gets to the point where, you know, especially as you're starting to get older, they're calling you in for, like, you know, Tylenol, and you're just kind of, do I really want to be plastered all over TVs doing this? Don't get me wrong. I mean, it still involves acting. It absolutely does. But it's just not my favorite. If I were to choose, like, I would say, yeah, I'd toss out commercials. It's not really my favorite thing to do. But I love theater, and I love I love it all. Oh my God, how could I choose? But I think comedy is my favorite, probably.
Very cool. And I saw some of your TikToks. They're very funny.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I have to get on TikTok and follow you.
Yeah, let's follow each other. I'm just starting with that whole thing. I don't know if I'm doing it right or not, but like, what a platform. I mean, you've got music and you've got filters and like, people to entertain. So that's like an actor's dream.
That little one knows more about TikTok than I do, so I don't know.
It's funny. I mean, you can just scroll through it all day and laugh your butt off. It's really hilarious. When I'm in quarantine. I mean, hopefully when I get a life again, I'll have a little bit more to do than fiddle around on TikTok.
Yeah. I've kind of become anti-TikTok because I sit here all day and my wife's like, that guy's hot, that guy's hot, that guy's hot, that guy's hot.
Shut up!
Yeah, it's all day long. I mean, she's got this. Like, what else can
I feel like it's a lot of like younger people though. I feel kind of weird.
Yeah, it is. That's why I'm kind of concerned about myself. I'm like, am I too old for this? Am I making a fool out of myself? But I do see all genres of people doing it. I mean, I feel like if you're enjoying it, you should be able to do it, right?
Right. I have a weird thing with Snapchat and men too. I'm like, well, what age is inappropriate to have a Snapchat? I don't know. I just feel like it's for kids. I don't.
Yeah,
but it's for everyone.
I am ignorant. I could not figure out how to use Snapchat. That's why I stopped using it. It was so hard for me to figure out.
It's tough.
It was intuitive to me. It was like way too hard.
I got it because like you go out places and everybody's quick to take pictures. So people are like, "Oh, picture," and you're taking the picture, and I'm looking, of course, on Facebook and Instagram. I'm like, where the hell's the picture? And I see it 3 days later, and I'm wearing some kind of weird hat with a weird nose, all this filter stuff, and I'm like, what the hell happened? Apparently, I was Snapchatted and didn't even know it.
That's hilarious. I know you do. Sometimes you see people pointing their camera at you, and they don't look like they're laughing with you. They're like you're the butt of the joke. It's some sort of joke. Scary. Cameras are everywhere.
Gonna go.
Oh,
you have
just gonna get a little delay. Okay. So I got a question I have to ask because this is dear to my heart. Now I've read and I've seen pictures that you have a Bichon Frise, as I do as well, and I love him.
I was stalking your page and I was like, Bichon too.
Yes, I read that. And I was like, oh my God, that's like my baby. My wife is on. Hello, honey. She just chimed in. But that's like our baby. And then I saw yours. I'm like, oh my God, I got to talk Bichon. Just how amazing of a dog is that, really? Tell me a little something about him. That's what I'm here for. I got to hear about him.
I could talk about Lamb Chop all day. I mean, so Lamb Chop was a rescue. I'm allergic to most dogs. So I was told like a Bichon or a poodle, you won't have allergies. So I called up a rescue site and they had one that we were interested in and that one fell through. And then the lady called me back and she said, we have a dog, but he's really, traumatized. Like he's been on the streets and he's malnourished and we just had to shave off all of his hair. And I was like, I don't care, bring him over. And so she brought him over and he was so timid. He was just like afraid to even look up. And I just went over to him. I was like, hello. And he looked at me and I just fell in love with him. And she said, she said he's grown kind of attached to me since I've been taking care of fostering him. She said, you should tell him, that you're his new mom and you're going to take care of him. So I picked him up, as she was driving away, and I said, I'm your new mom. I'll take care of you. And he just looked at me like he understood everything that I was saying. And ever since then, we've been joined at the hip. He comes with me. I mean, he's like my shadow. And he's just so, it's like, I wish, people were more like this. Like, he's just so loyal and easy to get along with and positive and supportive.
Right.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, and then I don't know if you guys know this, but the interesting part about Lamb Chop is that he got glaucoma about a year ago. So he had his eye removed. So he only has one eye now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he looks kind of tragic. You know, people see him and they're like, "Oh, what happened?" And it's like he feels much better now. You know, now that the bad eye is gone, he doesn't feel any pain or anything. But he kind of looks like a little pirate dog or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ours, our case was similar. My wife went to look at a different dog at a rescue, and she messaged me and she's like, "Would you look at this guy? He just came in. It was my little Henry, and he was adorable. He was maybe a year old. The people that owned him before were too old to handle him. So she said, I need the money. I said, come get the money, and we're going to take him, and that's it. And we've had him ever since. He's fantastic.
He looks just like my dog Lamb Chop. I saw a picture.
I
of
know.
Yeah. They're the sweetest. Do you ever do the like puffy round like haircut on
teddy bear cut?
He kind of knows he's a little fishy. Like, he doesn't like sweaters. He doesn't like dress up. He likes, he can keep his ears long, and sometimes his face a little poofy and shave his body. But he's picky, but he likes to eat everything. But he's just loving. And when I saw yours, I'm like, yeah, I got to talk some Bichon here. It's like
best dogs ever. Best dogs ever.
great.
I'm a fan. My friend had one, and they all have the cutest names. Like hers was Lullaby, his is Henry, yours is Lamb Chop. Like they're just the cutest. I have a pit bull. And
Lullaby. Oh, you have a pit bull? Oh, they're sweethearts.
she is. She's a pit mix, and I'm missing her so bad because she's at my mom's during this whole time. And I saw her for Mother's Day, and I wanted to cry because she was crying. I'm like, oh, my dog. But yeah, they're the best.
I'm so sorry. You have to get her somehow. You need your dog with you.
I know. That's my like safety blanket. She makes me feel so safe. So yeah, soon, hopefully.
Yeah, we just heard here in LA we've got 3 more months. 3 more months being homebound.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all like, what? Can this be
3
real?
more months.
Is that for your county or is that like the whole state? What is that?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, they claim that there's a rise in cases still, so they don't want us to go back out, you know?
They hit 1,000 in Philly today, and that has been like the largest number. I guess because it's been nice out here with the weather change, so everyone's like out and about. They're sick of it, but this is the time we have to like buckle down, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I hear stories, people are like, people aren't social distancing, but I don't see it. Everywhere that I go, people are like, hey, and they're all wearing masks.
Yeah. I feel like it's half and half where I see it.
It would be different in California because I would be like, I got the shampoo one, and I would come running up to you, hugging in the whole 9 yards. So I wouldn't social distance out there.
I made that mistake in the beginning of this whole thing. I ran into a friend and I ran up and hugged her and she was like, ah! And I was like,
oh, I know.
What did I do? Like, you don't like me anymore. And it was, before we really understood what was going on, and they made all the rules and stuff. And so now I don't take it personally, but that was a bad feeling.
Sure. Everybody's got their elbow out. I've been elbowing people, giving the social distance elbow and all that. And
yeah, it's so odd. Walking down the street and someone's like, get away from me.
Yeah.
Weird time.
Tell by their eyes. Are they smizing? We learned that from our other guests.
Yeah,
so
right.
what else have you been doing to keep busy? Have you picked up any new hobbies or anything?
What have I been doing? God, I wish I had a good answer for that. It's like, you think we're going to do all these things, and I need to rewrite a screenplay, which I haven't. I need to make a lookbook for it, which I haven't. I'm basically just like obsessing over not being able to go to the gym, because I usually go to the gym a lot, and that's like my special time every day, that I like get my energy going. And so I'm kind of working that out around here, but it's like not doing the trick, like I've gained a bunch of weight. The whole thing is just stressing me out so bad. But what else? Well, TikTok. Does that count?
Yeah, it does. I hear you with the gym though. Like it's hard to get in the zone in your own place, especially if you're used to going to a gym and that is your like time to wind down and everything. I'm a little, it's just tough to get anything done. So I hear you with that. I saw your post and it said something like, I'm totally saying this wrong, but it's okay not to feel totally okay right now. And I think people need to hear that. That's what I keep trying to say. So do you have any message for someone who might not be feeling totally okay? But, I feel like everyone's feelings are valid during this time, no matter what your occupation.
Absolutely. I mean, it's like, I don't have any advice, I wish I did, but all that I can say is that we're all in it together. And it is like an emotional roller coaster. I mean, sometimes I feel fine. Sometimes I feel like, oh, this isn't that much different than my life, because as an actor, you're always kind of waiting around, everything is uncertain. But then sometimes it hits you like, well, wait a second, but I'm not waiting for an audition, because there are no auditions, because everything is shut down until now it's another 3 months, so just the reality of it all can be really scary, like what about, people who maybe don't have enough money saved, or there's a million things, that can be the kids that can't, have access to food because they're not at school. Like all of that can really weigh on you. So I've just been trying to donate, here and there where I can, and just try and have faith that it's going to work out. It's bigger than all of us, and I think we must be supportive of each other and not condemn anybody or take sides or put someone down because they're having a rough time. Like one day you can be feeling great, and the next day you're that person that's just curled up in a ball, like scared about everything. So I guess I don't have much advice. Sorry.
Right.
That was
one thing I do want to talk about, and I always love when people kind of become a pioneer of something, or kind of create their own project. You've come up with this great program called Chicks Making Flicks. And I think it's amazing, and getting females more involved in writing, producing, directing. You've done a lot of it yourself. Talk to us a little bit about Chicks Making Flicks and what kind of progress and what it's up to right now.
Well, with Chicks Making Flicks, I was going through a time where I was working and I was, auditioning for things, but I was feeling really dissatisfied about the types of roles that I was being offered. And a lot of actors feel that way. A lot of female actors feel that way. It's like, gosh, I wish that this role, was more realistic or more multidimensional or whatever. And it just dawned on me, like, it's not really helping for us all to be sitting around feeling sorry for ourselves, complaining. Like, what's stopping us from doing it ourselves? So, because, I've always liked to write. That was kind of my other thing that I enjoyed doing creatively. And so I thought, well, why don't I just put out a little ad on Facebook and see who responds if someone wants to get in on this and like make our own projects. And so we got a group of like 20 women, and everyone was just like really gung-ho, and we wrote and produced and directed. We kind of did everything. I mean, there were a couple things that we had to find other people who were like editing, and that's definitely a skill that you need, an absolute professional for. But we sort of figured out how to do it all, and kind of, just did a lot of research and like made our own projects. And I think we finished 6 projects in about 3 years. One of those was a web series, a really funny web series that was written by Tanya Penn and myself. She was the main writer, but I kind of helped along a little bit. And we just had a blast doing it and created those roles, those roles that like we wanted to play. And so it was a great time. I got a little bit stressed out, and I just got so consumed by it all that I sort of exhausted myself, and so I had to take a break afterwards. So we haven't been doing anything since then, but I am doing kind of more one-on-one like partnerships with people that I really connect with and work well with. And one of those people is Sarah Danielle. We've done maybe 10 projects together. So we're working on a feature film right now. It's a Western centered around 2 women. And, it takes part during the Civil War. And that one, you know, of course it's on hold because of everything that's going on, but we hope to be getting funding and start into that when things get back to normal. And then another person who I was working with, and she's working for Carlene Cohen, a great director that she likes to work with, is doing a thriller coming up called Heretic, and I'm going to be acting in that once all of this is over as well. And then I started a pilot for a TV series that is just kind of like a little passion project. And that's the one that I was talking about that I should be rewriting right now and doing it before. And I will, but you know, I'm a big procrastinator, so.
Is that a comedy or is it?
No, it's not a comedy. It's kind of like it takes place in the 1920s during the time of, you know, Rudolph Valentino and all the silent movie stars in Hollywood. But it's a supernatural. It has a supernatural twist.
Ooh.
So yeah, you can think the Twin Peaks, you know, meets
Nice.
meets Midnight in Paris, or you know, something like that. It's very original. Yeah. And
Have you like steered toward any other jobs within your field? Like, did you grow to like directing during this whole 3 years? Like, have you been writing more during that time, or like, has anything else caught your interest that you might not thought it would back when you started?
I mean, I do like directing, but honestly, it is so much harder than it looks, and it is really not for the faint of heart. I mean, I directed a lot because I just wanted to see these projects get done, but it's so much responsibility, and it's something that I will do if I have to, but I don't think it's really my forte, even though I did a bunch of it. Excuse me, that wine is getting to me.
You're right at home there. No, that's how we do it here.
But the writing, I love. Writing, I just love, because it's very much like acting. It's like you go into your imagination, and it's just this world, you know, that you create. So I'm definitely still writing. I also learned how to edit, and editing comes in handy. That definitely comes in handy for, you know.
I wish we had an editor.
I know but we go totally live. So some of the things that come out of our mouths, it might be the best thing, but you know, that's why we drink, and we tell our guests to feel free to drink and say what's ever on your mind, because you know, we want everybody to feel at home here. Actually, it's really great. So, you know, usually I ask guests what's up next, but obviously, like I said, with the lockdown, we don't know what's up next. So we're just going to keep an eye out on your future projects. If you want to check out more of Harmony Smith, a lot of social media outlets, check her out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and IMDb search. It's all Harmony Smith, Harmony. She's beautiful, talented. We absolutely had a blast with you tonight. We, as always, of course, want to invite guests back. When these new projects take off and all the lockdown is down, would you like to come back and sit with us again?
Absolutely. You guys are, I would love to.
Thank you. And likewise, I mean, I'm proud of myself. I went a half hour, and I did not ask you to even redo the shampoo commercial. I managed to.
You did a little bit.
A little bit. And that's good enough for me. But if it's okay, we'll stay in touch. We'll get you back on with us in the near future, and we'd love that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. This was really fun.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing actress Harmony Smith. Again, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, IMDb. Check her out. Harmony Smith. Loads of great projects. You're beautiful. Thank you very much. Have yourself a great evening. Get back in that pool and relax a little bit.
Okay, I will.
Finish that wine.
Yeah, finish that wine. Definitely finish that wine.
Okay, bye guys.
All right, thank you so much. That was amazing, Jewel. I mean it when I say it, and I feel kind of silly. When I first reached out to her to come on the show, I had seen her acting and her acting credentials and her career, and I'm like, oh, great. Then I seen that she was the shampoo woman, and I'm like, what? Like, been a favorite of mine all these years.
Everybody knows
Like,
that commercial. Everyone.
everyone knows that commercial. You're not, and I've been talking about it, and even my wife, like me and my wife got that age gap, like 11 years apart, or whatever. And I'm like, guess who she is? And she's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, you took the question. I'm glad, because my part of the question
I'm glad
is,
too.
yeah, orgasm in the shower, because that's how you always see her credited, is orgasm woman in the shower. And I'm like, I can't ask her that.
Yeah. Did a better job than Meg Ryan.
Please. Meg Ryan ain't got nothing on that. She was great. That was a great interview. She's beautiful and so much fun. She fit right in. She's like one of the gang, Jewel.
Absolutely. No, I'm so excited that we had her on, and I'm sure she'll be back. I'm excited for everyone to come back when, they get their new projects going and the world happens again.
Absolutely. And I say it a lot on the show, but we were like on the verge of just this huge thing with the band Vedic and Empress and St. Ricketts. They had this giant show coming up, and the CD release party is all going to be right around the corner. And it was this close, and right before all this went down. Right after all this went down. So, I still talk to Matt and Barbara from Vedic and Empress, and they're chomping at the bit to get on stage. But they're also very nice and say they can't wait to sit down with us. And that's awesome, because we can't wait to have them back as well. Or have them in the first place as well.
We want to do their music justice. So, yes, as soon as we get back in the studio, they are our first people. Like, we need them in, because it was right before, man, and they were lined up. So,
I know.
It is what it is now.
I can't do everybody's music justice. I can't. Trust me, if it was up to me, I'd be on a plane out to California. I'd be sitting right next to Harmony Smith in her living room, and we'd be talking. And right now, me and her would be swimming and drinking wine and all that good stuff.
Hey, you're lucky you saw her face.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joel Teti, you're on fire tonight. And you're right. I am lucky I saw her face. And I'm very happy she came on with us. And she was said, for a couple of days, and she said, I apologize for taking so long to respond. And I appreciate it. Bro, it's great. I love when anybody from that field comes on, actors, actresses, because their schedule is tough. Musicians are also tough. So it's great to get them. It's great to get everybody. So we're appreciative of that. So thank you again, Harmony.
Yeah, thank you. And I apologize. Like, as soon as she came in, Harmony came in, Joey came in. Joey was running around here. Now that Harmony's gone, Joey's gone. I'm like,
I know. Apparently Joey is a huge Harmony Smith fan, and I don't blame her.
She is. Sorry. It's what we got to do, though, in this quarantine.
That's true. That's absolutely true. Joey, she was part of the interview. She loves it. She loves Harmony Smith. We all love Harmony Smith.
Better if she had a bazooka in the background. Fortnite thing.
Yeah, I know. Well, hey, it's all part of the routine. We love it here. Nothing is out of line here on the O Show. We go from the most obnoxious things to say to the absolute cutest thing. We talk about Bijan, everything.
I know. How sweet. Oh.
Very, very cute. I saw somewhere that said, Bijan free zoner. And I'm like, digging in. You know what the best part was, Jewel? And you know how I am. You know how I work. When she said that she was stalking my pictures. Oh, yeah, baby. Harmony Smith. Checking it out. That's right.
Yep.
Let's end the show now. Let's end it on a high note, because I can't possibly get any better than that. That's freaking
just makes your life.
I know, right? And she said, I've been stalking your pictures. That's what I'm talking about. Joel Teti, some breaking news via somebody's FaceTiming.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah, I hear it.
You know what? It's people looking to get an interview because we're red hot right now. Yeah.
Right. Red
Stop
hot.
it, people.
We'll get back to you. We will. We will reach out to you
Yeah.
in the very near future. We got like another hour to go. What's that?
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Let me just. We're so in demand. I can't help it.
Jewel Teti's phone is blowing up. You know what it is? It's the red top and the red lipstick tonight. Just got blowing up. Everybody wants to
Good
sit down.
Lord!
Who's that? George Clooney? Is that George Clooney? Christian Bale? Who's blowing us up tonight? I know it. He wants to get on. We got to check our schedule. We're busy.
Jeez.
All right. We are busy. And we are back next week. We got a guest next week, Joel Teti. And I've talked to a few people about this. And I'm excited because I've had phone conversations with this young lady, and she's pretty fantastic. Kind of like a nothing to instant success story. Very popular on Instagram. Her name is Brianna Dale. And Brianna works at this bikini barista out in California. And it's pretty cool because it's women in bikinis serving coffee. Sounds pretty cool, right? But she's turned this into a modeling gig. She's been in some big-time magazines, big following on Instagram. She's got her own website, calendar, the whole 9 yards. She's beautiful. She's very cool, and she'll be with us next Wednesday. So we're very excited for that. Brianna Dale will be on our show next Wednesday. And Jeff will have to try even harder to behave, which
Behave. I'm just thinking serving coffee in a friggin' bikini. What if you spill? That has to hurt.
Oh my God. Like, I have thought about it. Like, and no offense, like, see her Instagram and she's like in this coffee house with girls and they're all hugging each other and all. I'm like, one wrong move and just coffee burn.
One wrong move.
Everywhere.
I have a funny story. Well, it's not funny for my sister, but it was the snowstorm of 96. And we walked like up to my grade school, which was like, I don't know, 10 blocks away. It was me, my mom, my two sisters, and we're trudging through the snow and trudging back. And I was little in 96, I was a little tyke. So we come back and my mom makes, big thing of hot chocolate. And my sister's there, and we had to take our wet snowsuits off and everything because we were drenched from the snow.
Sure.
She's sitting there in her basketball shorts, sitting on the couch watching, I don't know, Friends or something. And I come in with my hot chocolate. No, she had hot chocolate. She had hot chocolate. She's sitting on the couch in her basketball shorts. I come in and jump on the couch. And hot chocolate just pours all over her thighs. She's like, ah! It's like Ace Ventura with his legs.
Yeah, with the
I gave her like second-degree burns on her legs. That poor girl. They're probably already like chapped from the snow. Red. Sorry, Angel.
That's a good story, but a horrible ending.
It's funny though.
Rambunctious young kid. It's funny. You can laugh about it now, but it's over.
Yeah. It's my snowstorm of 96 story.
I like it. There's a lot of snow story of 96 stories. I'm sure a lot of young kids born during that, or created at least during the snowstorm of 96.
Look, I'm Cindy Crawford. Die Kook. Represent.
You look just like Cindy Crawford doing that. I actually thought it was her at first. Yeah, you're better looking than Cindy Crawford. I was never a Cindy Crawford fan. All my friends in high school loved Cindy Crawford.
Have you seen her daughter? She looks exactly like her. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay. I mean, I'm not a huge fan.
What? Who is your 90s it girl? Claudia Schiffer? Heather Locklear?
Oh, Heather Locklear. Apparently, Heather Locklear. I'm not going to say it. I invited her on the show a few times, and I have not gotten a response yet. But I hear she's a raging alcoholic, which means she'll fit right in the show.
That Motley Crue movie, the actress looks exactly like her, too.
Yes, that was a good movie. I liked it. And a lot of people talk shit on it because when you have to follow up Bohemian Rhapsody, it's tough. Like Elton John one was good too, but Bohemian Rhapsody kind of set the stage for like rock docs, if you will, or whatever you want to call that.
What?
So, I mean,
No, it didn't. You had Ray. You had Walk the Line. They were good. You had Great Balls of Fire.
garbage.
Don't get me
Garbage.
singing.
Computer Bohemian Rhapsody, garbage.
Okay. Now they're going to do a Little Richard one. Rest his soul.
Probably. I don't know who's going to play Little Richard. But,
Hmm.
about garbage.
Who
Garbage.
played Little Richard?
I don't know. That's an actor I probably don't know. What if, how about our past guest? How about Jahi Winston? Or is he too young? Or Jahi Winston. Did I say Jahi Winston?
He played Michael. I feel like Little Richard. No, that won't work. He needs someone like, wow.
Wow! How about me? No, that's horrible. That's not Little Richard.
Who would play you in your movie?
Wow. Who would play me in the Me movie? Probably Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, Joe Rogan as Jeff.
Clap it up.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That'd be pretty awesome. He would be like, this guy's freaking awesome. And then he'd be on the show like, hashtag Jeff Porrini rules.
Yeah. Ultimate burn.
Yeah, wouldn't that be? Who would play you? That's easy because of the character. And we never say her name right. Gail Gadot. No, I think so.
Please. Miss Israel? First of all.
Brian Harvey, cheer, brother. Brian Harvey's in that.
I love the movie. But no, I don't look anything like her. I'll tell you who I wanted to be growing up. I wanted to be Christina Ricci. She was like my all-time. I've gotten called a couple people, but I don't think I look like any of them. Lisa Marie Presley.
No.
Lindsay Lohan. Please no.
No.
Katy Perry.
No.
I like Katy, but I don't know.
Brian Harvey wants to know how many deep are we? I am now on. This is 5. I had a couple pre-show. This is now 5. I'm like cruising. What are you laughing at? How many deep are you in there, Jewel Teti?
You have to watch that movie I was just saying about, because he's like, "How many drinks have you had?" And she's like, 2.
I like it. So I'm gonna tell you, this week off has really like pumped you up.
I think I needed it. I think I needed like a full mental decompress, purging, if you will. Ugh, last week killed me. It really did. But I'm back. I'm happy to be back.
We had a little contract negotiation after the marathon. She's like, "Listen, fucker, next time you put me on the air, 18 straight hours." That's why she was off last week. We had to come to Yeah. We got a lot to do, Joe. We got 55 minutes of program left. We might go a little longer because I got so much to talk about because a lot we got to do tonight. And the one thing I wanted to talk about, and this one hits. Radio show at pizza joints. That's it. Now that's already done. Somebody does that already.
Radio show pizza?
Brian
Can
Harvey
I do a radio show and someone brings me pizza? I'll be down for that.
Well, Brian Harvey asked about doing the radio show at pizza joints, which sounds great, but Bleacher Report does it already. So can't still and that guy sucks too. It's so not funny. His pizza reviews suck. He sucked. He sucks. www.thatguysucks.com or hashtag that pizza review guy sucks. I don't know his name. I'm gonna learn it for next year.
Jackass.
We were talking about last week. You're right. He sucks. But I do want to pass along something that hits me pretty deep. One of my favorite actors, and the guy who's been on a lot of shows I love that we lost the last couple of days, Jerry Stiller, Jewel Teti. 92 years old. Jerry Stiller, of course, for everybody out there in more modern times, Frank Costanza from Seinfeld. And then he jumped right from there to be Arthur Spooner and King of Queens. Great comedian, longtime father, of course, of Ben Stiller, husband of Ann Mara, who passed away a few years back. Were you a Jerry Stiller fan? Were you a fan of Seinfeld or King of Queens, any of that?
Oh, yeah. Well, I just binged all the Seinfeld, start to finish, which I'm very glad I did, because It was way funny.
Girl, thank
Now,
you.
now that I'm older too, I get more of the jokes. So yeah, I mean, come on.
It makes
the
sense.
the bro, and yeah, King of Queens. It's just like when we lose these people, we feel like it's part of our history, you know? It's like we grew up with these people. So it's 92. That's he had a long, good life, and I feel bad for Ben. Rest his soul, poor man.
I agree. He was great, and the character, the Frank character, the Arthur character, very similar to that loud bellowing delivery, the crazy old man kind of thing. And we were all in high school or younger, maybe during the Seinfeld days. Yeah, I was like graduating high school when Seinfeld first came out. So you think about how long he's been around. And just sad. Like, it's one of the people, like, you just feel to live forever. Like Betty White. No offense, but when the fuck is Betty White going to die?
Betty White. Don't even say that. Betty White is fine. She is fine.
She's going to be in the new Christmas movie on Hallmark.
Good.
She's going to roll a Christmas movie.
I don't even watch it. Betty White. What a saint.
You see, you watch the Golden Girls and, like, Rue and B. Arthur and Estelle. They've been dead for years.
Yeah, and it blows my mind because she kind of looks the same, but it's just, you know who really, it's crazy that she is her age? Maggie Smith has been playing the old woman for everything for years. Like, how old is she?
40.
She's ageless. She's ageless. She's been that age. McGonagall from Sister Act. Come on. She's always the old woman. She never ages.
It was that, Friends or Married with Children. Back in the day, it was that or Friends or Married with Children. Married with Children was always my staple. I loved Married with Children.
I loved Friends, too. Like, I watched Married with Children, but I was a little young for that. But, like, Friends was... But I watched the finale. I remember watching the finale of Seinfeld. I was young. It was the summertime. Like, I remember that and Friends. But,
disappointing a little bit, right? Yeah.
We can watch them all now, and they never get old. They'll be classics forever.
I agree. The subject that I had to hit on because it really took flight, and I was kind of hoping that more people would. So that's why I love Facebook so much. Just that quick, so fun. Tune into the Yo Show if you can. Thanks so much, Jeff Porrini. Had so much fun chatting with you and Jewel. Harmony Smith's Facebook. I'm just so giddy. I'm adding that to my timeline. She's adorable. I love her.
She's the best. Really Thank you.
She is. But something I wanted to touch on, and I said if any of my bartender friends are out there and they want to jump on, I really didn't hear from many of them, but that's okay. But I'm going to touch on the subject anyway, because PA passed the bill today for curbside cocktail. Apparently, you can pull up now to the bars, and on top of your food order, you can now get a curbside cocktail.
What?
Yes, the bill just got passed today that the bars are going to be able to ship you with a cocktail as well. So if you go and order, I'm going to use this for an example, a steak sandwich, because, me and my wife got cheesesteaks last week at Gleason's over here in Levittown. I don't know if you ever had Gleason's back when you lived there. They got an amazing cheesesteak, and got to be friends with the bartender, Jackie. And she's one of the people that said, like, it's, number one, people got to follow the rules of getting this curbside cocktail and not touching it while they're driving, which means people have to actually cooperate. That's a quick DUI, is right, Brian Harvey. People actually have to cooperate and not drink this cocktail once it's handed to them. And it's long enough now, 2 to 3 hours for some of these places to get orders filled. Now they're going to make drinks on top of it. Hit me, Joel Teti. What is your opinion on curbside cocktail?
I'm not sure how it works. Like, do they hand you the cocktail in a plastic cup and you have to sit there and look at it while you're in the driver's seat? Do you have to take it home?
Right.
What are you going to do while you wait? Can you get out of the car and tailgate? Just sit there?
You're thinking it's much better than I am, but and again, Brian Harvey, who's one of our regular fans, we thank you as always for tuning in. He said it's a quick DUI. You're being handed a cocktail. And I know me. I go to a bar. I'm handed a beer. Nothing.
It's gone in 2
Nothing.
seconds.
Right. Nothing is holding me back from touching this thing right away. I'm not going to look at it. Ooh, I can't wait to get you home. No, I'm hitting it as soon as I get it.
Jack, can I have some more?
That's what
I
we do.
don't
How
understand.
How many are you allowed to have?
Do you have to get out of the car and drink it? What about your mask? I don't understand. Help me out.
Mask thing. The mask is probably the last thing, in my opinion. And like I said, this bartender Jackie. I hope she's home now and watching, so I know she had to work till 8:30. But like, how much more is it going to slow down these poor people that are working their ass off? A lot of these bars have cook or maybe 2 cooks and 1 person handling the phones and takeout. I got to stop and make cocktails too.
Well, I mean, like even the Olive Garden has a bartender, so they could be doing their job. They're like, hey, I'm making some drinks. Just don't freaking drink it.
A great analogy. Brian Harvey just said it's like getting a Christmas present, but you can't play with it till the sun goes down. Like, you get it. You want it.
I'm still not understanding how this is served and how it's served and where you can finally drink it.
Well, I was at a place or two, and I'm not going to name names or throw any establishments under the bus. I was at a couple of places where I got, a takeout drink, and they put a lid on it. And a regular takeout cup with it. And believe it or not, I actually waited till I got home to drink it.
Mm-hmm.
Silly. But, yeah, like, let's put it this way. Let's say I order a cheesesteak from Jules' House of Cheesesteaks. And I drive there, and I pull up, and I get there and say, hey, can I have a cocktail? And Jules says, sure, your sandwich is going to be about another 20 minutes. Jules makes me a cocktail. I'm holding it. I've got 20 minutes to wait for a sandwich. You think I'm not sucking down this cocktail?
It still boggles my mind. Is it served like a nice coffee? I don't get it. Do they give you a can of beer? A bottle? No, they can't do that. They can't give you a bottle.
I assume they're putting it in plastic cup. How about a shot? Can I get a shot? Can I get a shot to go?
Can I get a shot in a beer?
Shot in the beer to go in the same canister, like a Dr. Pepper. Remember Dr. Pepper today?
Oh yeah.
I want to give a toast to Joey and her favorite actress who was on tonight, Carmen.
I don't know what she's doing now. I think she's painting her nails on my cream carpet. Ah!
Jewel,
I said yes to whatever she just told me. She's like, I'm going to do this and that, and I'll be really careful. And I was like, okay, have at it. I trust her. She's fine.
Are you sure about that? I know it's funny after the marathon show, and I'm like, I talked to Jewel the day after, like, what happened to you? She's like, oh my God, my house. You had to see it.
Destroyed. And I had help as well, but, still, it's not as if I was present, really.
Oh, I know how you feel, because, I mean, I am my age, and I don't like saying my age because I'm old, and I do a 2-hour program on a Wednesday, and this whole area looks like a bowling off in it.
Seriously.
I can imagine how 18 hours of a 6-year-old running free would make out when you're in your house.
And ever since I moved, I'm like, stuff needs to be in its place. Isn't that right?
I feel it. She's dancing, she's rocking and rolling tonight. She's on fire tonight. The Teti household is on fire tonight. Both of these in high spirit. We got this new little gadget down the bottom. I'm so excited. Everybody check out the scroll here. We got the Instagram and the website and everywhere to find us. A shout out to Loso Brewing Company at www.losobrewingcompany.com. They are one of our great sponsors. Deliver fantastic beer. And as soon as this lockdown's over, there'll be more of that. Instagram, the YoShow215, www.theyoshow215.com, our website. You can see pictures. There's Jewel in her underwear and a couple of nice photo shoots up there. Oops, wrong website. Anyway, but yeah, it's all down there scrolling at the bottom. Very excited I got to do all these new scroll pieces. Speaking of scroll pieces, Jewel Teti, if you're ready, it's time for a top 5 list.
Hot cheese.
5 is back. And I'm bragging, but this is a trial run for the format because Jewel doesn't have access to it. I do. So, of course, I'm flying off. No merchandise of yet, Brian Harvey. It's coming. All the sense. It's coming.
Merchandise. Our merchandise?
Yeah, T-shirts, hats, car stickers. That's a great idea. All that's coming.
I want a hoodie. I need a hoodie.
You need a hoodie. You are the queen of hoodie, as I remember from the past episode.
I know. I need one. Someone wants to hook that up and a hat. I'll take it.
So we're going to do a top 5 with Joel. Are you ready for this? One of the big things I'm reading all over Facebook, and everybody's doing it, and I'm caught in the middle of it right now, and I shared it with some of our band people, etc. Top 20 is what they're doing out there. Top 20 most influential albums. Like, albums that just mean something. 20. Run out of time. And it took me an hour to do my top 5 with my special graphics. But anyway, top 20 most influential albums. You just put them on. You're not supposed to talk about them, what they mean, or why. Of course, we're going to do that tonight here on the Yo Show. Our top 5 influential albums. Albums that have changed our lives. Albums that made us fall in love with music. Albums that have given us different direction and genres and make us love different artists and all that stuff above and beyond. Jewel Teti, would you like me to go first? You want to go first?
No, you can't go first. Are you kidding me? So I can follow that up? You jerk. I'll go
Mine's
first.
pretty easy. Go ahead. Jewel Teti's going to go first. Yeah, but wait. Before you go, here's your advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Our audience is what? 80% male? You get to deliver them looking like you. Yeah.
All right.
That's Penny Gray.
Whatever.
Brian Harvey wanted to go first. He came out with Nirvana Unplugged.
Oh, yeah, you're so generic. Get out of here.
I know. Sorry. Go ahead.
Just kidding, Brian. Okay.
We love you, Brian.
Now,
He's fun.
I'm going to be generic, but these are the albums that define my life, define my musical taste. Do I have to explain them?
What's that?
Do I have to explain them, or?
A little bit if you want. You can give a little, like we usually do.
Look, I have a pretty eclectic taste.
I love that about you. I do.
But they say over a certain age, I should have looked this up before I came on here, but over a certain age, you stop listening to new music and you hold on to those songs that you held dear, and those albums who made you who you were. So the 3 were my upbringing, and then the last 2 were fairly recent into my adult years, but they will forever be my classics. Make sense?
Oh, yeah, that's perfect. That's what I'm after. That's great.
Okay, so no particular order, but I guess chronologically. Here we go. Number 5, Crazy Sexy Cool was the first album that was ever gifted to me, and it's just ingrained in me how cool those freaking chicks were. And I wanted them to adopt me. TLC, for those who don't know. I wanted to be T-Boz. I wanted to cut my hair just so I had the pieces of T-Boz. And she was just everything to me. That whole album was great front to back. It had comedy. What can you say about TLC? They were freaking... Could you imagine if all 3 of them were alive and together? I mean, my God. But I love them so much, and that album just kicked.
I loved
ass.
I did.
Yes.
Crazy, no, I loved her. I loved her.
We all loved her. Yes. So that was number 5. Number 4. I mean, this is how I got to be a bad bitch. Was Jagged Little Pill. Holy shit! Probably said my first curse word. Jagged Little Pill. can you not love Alanis? I remember being in like one of my tough street friends like attic room, and we were listening to Jagged Little Pill, and it was You Ought to Know. I'm like, oh, it just shook me to my core.
I'm gonna sing this to every dude.
Right
You're on fire so far. You're all worried about your lists are two and you're great. So I love it.
cannot love Alanis, and forever go down as a classic, and shaped all women in that era to not take any BS. So, Jagged Little Pill. Number 3 would have to be my elementary school years. You're so cute. She comes in with the I love you. She's writing it so well now. Isn't that cool? We've been practicing.
Really good.
This is my homeschooling. Love you.
See that? Excuse from Alanis Morissette, give us all here too.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So middle school years, obviously Slim Shady LP. This is where I got to be real badass. I mean, Eminem it was like every workout, every basketball warm up, everything. He was just always in my head from like middle school to high school and beyond. Like he just was, anytime I've needed to, feel anything, I put on Eminem, and I still do. And he's just, so it has to be on. But Slim Shady LP was the first to kick it off, and it's just crazy album. Eminem is real. He's very real. Number 2, sorry, no, this is long. Number 2, Ultraviolence, Lana Del Rey. I know I like Lana from the beginning. She came out with covered Blue Velvet and video games and everything, but Ultraviolence, she added shit. Oh my god. I can't believe I forgot his name. The Black Keys. God damn it, I'll look it up. Ultraviolence was made Violence. But hang on, Jeff.
I'm good, dude. We're not rushed.
Who is? I know. Oh, Dan Auerbach. Okay, Dan Auerbach made this with Lana Del Rey, Black Keys, right, and formed this mega album, which is just glorious front to back, and defined my music, what I listen to now. And number 1 has to be Portishead's Dummy. If you never heard it, Jesus Christ, you're missing out. So go get Portishead. They were big in the 90s, very trip hop ish, but it's literally just my music taste. And 5 albums, I'd say, pretty much. I like everything, I didn't add Bruce or John Denver in there, but obviously it's part of my upbringing in there too. But these are the albums that held my soul. So
that's awesome. It's a great list. It's funny because you came in and you're looking at my pyrotechnics and graphics and explosions I got coming up. That was a great list, and for great reasoning, and a lot of it was very heartfelt. We'll go to mine. My top 5. Who's this Fuji? Yeah, Fuji's good. He did Limp Bizkit also. I'll tell you what, Limp Bizkit was a kind of a generational change. Primus and Tool, massive. I'm getting ready to just can my list because Brian's list is great.
He asked me how old I am. I'm not disclosing that.
I already told him. Sorry. People want to know. But let's start out. I'm going to start off with my number 5. And, I've got a little explanation behind all mine. Number 5. This is so great that I could actually do it later. Sorry, Joel Teti. Number 5 is 1974's Kiss. This is the original Kiss album. Look at that graphic. Is that high tech? Anyway, 1974 Kiss. First album pretty much I ever heard. My brothers were huge Kiss fans. The makeup was scary. I was scared of it, but I loved it. I liked the music, and I didn't realize they were going to be the big marketing bitches that they were to this day. And I was always an H. Trilly and Peter Criss guy. They're now gone. This album was the very first album. I even got the shirt on tonight. You can't really see it because my high tech is in the way. The Kiss. Okay, love Kiss. Number 5. Number 4 Oh God, I'm freaking loving this. Number 4 is Antichrist Superstar by Marilyn Manson. And I know a lot of people are like, Marilyn Manson, gross. This album, if you like hard, loud music, this album just changes your whole world because all the songs are great. They have just a hate-filled message, which I get it. We got to learn what the music means. We're putting Marilyn Manson into the court. My man Max Scanner said Marilyn Manson. Yeah, man. This album here, Antichrist Superstar, number 4. It may have made it higher on the chart, but it's still newer as classic vintage all-time albums will be. But number 4, man, this album changed my whole love of Manson and hard rock music. And his albums before, and he came out with this one, and I was sold. I was a Manson fan ever since. Love it. Number 4, Antichrist Superstar. Number 3, get ready, folks. My all-time favorite band. Oh, yeah, it's Led Zeppelin 4. Let's not even try to kid around here. 1971, Led Zeppelin 4. This is one of those.
You're old.
I am older than dirt. This came out the year I was born, Miss Cutie Pie over there. Look, if we go away to the side, we can actually see our faces and see my high-tech lamp at the same time. Teti's adorable tonight. I love her. Anyway, Led Zeppelin 4. This is one of the albums that you turn on, you leave on, and every song is a classic. Not even just like, oh, I like this song. Every song is a classic. And I'm a huge Zeppelin fan. And I mean, if they would have found a way to put Cashmere on this album, forget it. It would have been number 1, and there would have been no list. This would have been 1 through 5. But it's number 3 right now. Led Zeppelin 4, 1971. Great album. Brian Harvey, thank you very much for having my back. Jules is trying to show my age. This isn't an age one. This is a kick-ass one, number 2, and an album that still rocks me to this day. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses. The hair scene, the heavy metal hair scene was starting to fade a little bit. It would have been over. It would have ended shortly after this. This was like the last great album of the hair scene, the hair bands and stuff like that. Axl Rose, the amazing guitar of Slash, who I loved, Duff, and Steven Adler, and Izzy, and this album. My wife bought me a record player, Jewel, a couple years ago on my birthday. So I had the record player. First album she bought me, first vinyl, was Guns N' Roses' Appetite. It's right there. I listen to it all the time. I love this album. I love this band. Somebody asked me the other day if I was stuck on an island and I had to throw one band off, Guns N' Roses or Motley Crue. I think I said Crue. I think I said I'd keep Crue, but I'm thinking twice. No way, I'm keeping Guns N' Roses, right?
What is wrong with you?
Oh, it's hard to get along with Axl. He can be kind of a dick.
Oh, with the actual people?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know.
You know, Lana Del Rey went out with Axl. She had a song.
Brian Harvey
with
Metallica's
Axl's husband.
Axl, you know, Max Scanner said both his parents raised him on Guns N' Roses. And that's why you kick ass. Sean Rain said it was okay. Really, dude? Sean, I haven't talked to you in eons. Sean Rain. We just reconnected on Facebook. He said this album was okay. I love this album. Yeah, I've always been a Guns fan, and this was the one that did it for me. Brian Hardy was no Metallica. It was so hard to do this list. And now everybody expects hard rock. Number 1's not hard rock. And I'll tell you what I got to do first. I got to put the scroll down before the picture. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. 1966 in the Beach Boys' Pet Sounds.
One. I approve.
Thank you very much, Jewel. And you know what it was about this album? I was a Beach Boys fan when I was very young. It's the stuff my father would listen to. My brother was a fan. Like, my family was a fan as a young kid. But it was always the surfing music and, you know, and the beach. And I wasn't a big beach guy, but that was their sound. And I liked that stuff. But when it came out with Pet Sounds, I'm like, oh, well, granted, it came out long before I was born. But when I heard it, I'm like, well, this isn't those guys hanging on the beach and surfing. This is something different. And when you get older, you start learning the musicology behind it and the instruments and the creativity. And the fact that I battle people between Beach Boys and Beatles, because I say the Beach Boys actually created the sound. I know Joel Teti, Paul McCartney himself will tell him this is his favorite album, and God only knows is his favorite song. The creative genius of Brian Wilson and an album that put me in the rock. As much as I love the Beach Boys, this one really put the Beach Boys over the top. Pet Sounds, my number one. And that is an incredible top 5 time. Incredible top
you
5.
Have to give, yeah. If you're going to do that, you have to give credit to the Wrecking Crew, who played a lot for the Beach Boys, as a lot of those artists in the 60s.
Okay. I'll do that.
They are very unrecognized, and they did a lot of work for aforementioned. So, shout out to the Wrecking Crew. If you haven't seen that documentary, go see it. It's incredible. I have it.
My man Sean Randy said, great group. Dude, you're welcome to the show anytime. The Beach Boys were a great group.
For you, Dad.
For Dad. Oh,
Wrecking Crew.
Awesome. Let's recap our top 5 lists. I gotta tell you, tonight was great, Joel. This might have been the best top 5 I ever did. I was really feeling it tonight on all angles. Number 5, Joel came out with Crazy Sexy Cool by TLC. I'm not gonna tell you, man. Yes, a dude can't say it, but a girl can. So yes, absolutely, a terrific album. Like I said, I was in love with Left Eye Lopez. Even after she burned down Andre Rison's house, because they wanted thought Andre Rison was kind of a douche. I'd have burned his house down too. So Left Eye, rest in peace, honey. We love you.
Joey lit his sneakers in the tub. What the hell?
Number 4 is a great one for a female anthem and a female coming of age, and the perfect time for you to grow up with Jagged Little Pill by Alanis Morissette. A woman who really spoke up for the female movement. Great album. The fact that You Ought to Know was about that Dave Coulier guy. Yeah. He's a little
Uncle Joey. It's Uncle Joey.
I know, right?
Screw you, Uncle Joey.
Of like the 3 dads, he's like the unsexiest dad of the 3.
Yeah, but she went on to date like Ryan Reynolds. Didn't she marry Ryan Reynolds? She might have.
Wow, really?
What an upgrade.
I know, right?
Uncle Joey to Ryan Reynolds.
God, like a major over. That's like Jewel coming on the Yo Show like next Wednesday with like Brad Pitt as her co-host instead of me.
You never know.
Hey. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. It's my last episode. Number 3, Slim Shady LP. I'm going to tell Jewel a very bad story here. She's going to hate me. The other night, 8 Mile was on. And my wife's like, oh, let's watch 8 Mile. I'm like, fuck no. Eminem does not stay on my TV. It's enough I can hear him on my radio show. And we changed it.
You won an Oscar for that, mind you.
Yeah, he did. Worst performance ever in a movie.
Great movie. I know I could literally quote that movie front to back.
Pretty scary. Hey, we all have those movies. That'll be next week's top 5 movies we can quote. Number 2, Ultra Violence by Your Absolute Baby, Lana Del Rey. And I know that's your girl. That's your all time. And I did it. And that's cool. And, somebody that's that influential has got to have an album on your list. If you love a band and you can't put one of their albums on your top 5 most influential lists, you don't really love that band.
Yeah.
I got to tell you. You really don't.
Honorable mentions. But
Eminem blows. My man Max, Eminem does blow.
Hey! Max. I usually agree with you. Now I don't.
One of these days, Max is going to come and sit in the studio, and he's going to have to hand that out with Joel on his own. I can't touch that, dude. But yeah, Lana Del Rey. Like I said, if you love a band and they don't have an album on their top 5 list, you don't love that band. Number one is the band that Jewel always talks about, and I have not really done enough homework on this, and I'm embarrassed because every time Jewel introduces me to something, I end up liking it. It's Portishead, and the album is Dummy. So I'm going to have to check that out for you.
Yeah, they're big in the 90s. They don't tour, so they are definitely on my. I'm telling you, the only bands on my bucket list, on my original bucket list, were Portishead and Ween. So I have to make that happen.
Ween, we got to see Ween together. I'm not a Ween fan.
I
would go see with you. I mean, it's not that I'm not a Ween fan, but I would go see him with. You got to see him with somebody that really appreciates it. I would do that with you.
They're so all over the place, like I just feel like it'll be like a Grateful Dead concert. That type of vibe.
I wish they would actually play like New Hope. Like that'd be great.
They do. We just have to catch them.
Really?
I know.
My top five list is amazing. Usually I always destroy Jewel at these. Tonight's a close race. We'll decide at the end. Number 5, Kiss, 1974. First album I ever heard in my life. I'd be sleeping in my bedroom. My brother would have it on. First thing in the morning, like 6 in the morning, Kiss, the very first album. That would be on. Great one from 1974. Number 4, Antichrist Superstar, Marilyn Manson, the modern day hard rock anthem album. I mean, 20-some years ago since Antichrist, but just an amazing album. Marilyn Manson is just a unique talent. I love it. Number 3, Led Zeppelin 4, of course, probably my favorite bands of all time, Led Zeppelin, and their most popular, maybe their most hard-hitting album is Led Zeppelin 4. That was the number 3. Number 2, Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction, to me, kind of led the way for the entire modern rock sound. Hard to believe it was 1987. Felt like yesterday, God. And Axl and the Boys, we'll get into that in a second. 87.
It's a great year.
Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah. I was like,
Ton of Love came out that year.
I was what, 15? Steven, you know it because you know. Jeez. Number 1, of course, is Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys, regarded as one of the most influential albums in music history. I think it finished second on the list behind some Beatles crap. I think it's Sgt. Pepper. They stole the whole Sgt. Pepper act from Pepper.
The way is small. It was a great list, Jeff. And I enjoyed all of your. I'm the youngest of 5, all right? So my oldest brother is 50, and then on down the line to me. So, like, I've got, Bob Dylan from him and Led Zeppelin, and then my brother was, big into the Doors, and then my sister was, like, the Hootie and the Blowfish years, and Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, all that. And then my sister closest in age to me was all hip-hop, not Fat Joe, Big Pun, and all that stuff. So and club, and very club, all that Stevie B bullshit too. Like all that. And I love my parents' music too. Like doo-wop is. I listen to doo-wop almost every single day. So,
I agree with that.
Girl groups, like all that, and then of course my dad's influences, which are everything. What's my favorite band? I think they can't. God, don't let me talk anymore. I'm gonna get it wrong. I'll be mad at myself if I get it wrong. So go ahead.
That's okay. You're allowed to get it wrong. That's what we do here on this show.
Animals.
There was a lot of music, and it's a shit, like you said, because. And I kind of went with stuff that I remember growing up, or I got into growing up. But when you think about the Sinatras of the world and those albums, and like I said, doo-wop, of course, was huge. And even like nowadays, like I'm not as much in touch with modern music because I'm set in my ways. I listen to certain stuff. I'll hear a new song on the radio. There's some new songs I still hear on the radio that I'm like, okay. And I turn on Shazam, which I know is starting to come out. I don't know when the last time you used Shazam was. I still use Shazam. Like there's music
now
I need to learn.
Google's just like, oh, you want to know what song this is? That's what usually comes up for me.
I like the Shazam surprise just a little bit. So,
yeah.
I mean, and I still find like there's a few bands out there right now that I like. I got to get to learn them a little bit more. But yeah, so, and you do it too. You bring local acts on this show that I fall in love with. Like, again, like I said, like Maui Rhythm, like, I love that song. I listen to that song constantly, absolutely. St. Ricketts, who you found through some conversations you brought to our show. I love their stuff. They're talking about being on the verge of a new album. I can't wait. Them, remember Sheena Powell said that Sheena and Nosebleeds is this close to a new album. Once this all breaks, it's going to be like a celebration of celebrations. Like so many crazy stuff. tons of music, tons of movies, tons of bar nights. Are you ready, Jewel Teti? Are you ready to explain?
Am I ready? I mean, it's just,
I know.
we were so on a roll with our local people. You know what I mean? We were bringing them in the studio, and we were having a blast and getting to see them live, performing live right in front of us. And then it just got ripped away, and it's, but we'll get back. We're in it to win it. We've been here trying to do our best, and we'll get back. We just have to be patient, and it will all happen again.
Awesome. I love that. I love that attitude. I love that phrase, in it to win it, because we're definitely in it to win it, and we just want to bring more stuff. Brian Harvey said Napster. Holy Jesus, that's worse than Napster is worse than Shazam. Jewel, the funny thing is,
I have Napster now. Oh wait,
you saw Napster? I didn't even know Napster was a thing.
I pay for Napster because when a new album comes out, hello, it's right on my phone.
Man.
The whole album too. Like I can get it that day. But this is actual the Napster app.
Wow.
But remember, like burning things.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. And
what were the first songs you like search for that you cannot get anywhere? What were those songs?
It was definitely anything Metallica, because Metallica was the ones that went to court against Napster. So anything that had Metallica's name in it, you're like, yeah. LimeWire. Brian Harder said LimeWire. Yeah, my God. BearShare. BearShare ruined so many computers for me back. It loaded my iPad. What was it back then? Not iPad. iPod, right? Yeah, iPod.
Yeah.
I still got it here. I forget, man. I'm getting so old. But I loaded my iPod off BearShare, and I cheated. It was all free, and I knew I was going to get busted. And sometimes I'd smoke a little weed in the house. I'm like, oh my God, the feds are going to come and bust me for using BearShare. Right, BearShare.
BearShare.
I love BearShare. Brian Harvey said BearShare. BearShare was the shit. Don't run on BearShare.
LimeWire sucked, but they did have some good, like, weird remixes of shit and, like, just odd, eclectic shit that you couldn't find. I still can't find stuff. You have to go on YouTube. And, like,
BearShare had covers, like cover songs, like bands on other band songs, live stuff, demos, like first performances of certain things. It was cool, man. It was cool. Fuck, my computer's up to no end.
Damn.
This is a great episode tonight, Joel. I'm having a freaking blast tonight. We're just like tapping it all tonight.
We're trying. We're plugging away.
Speaking of tapping, there's still 15, 16 minutes left.
Oh.
Possibly, unless I'll keep going. I mean, we've got 8 hours worth of time to record. Speaking of tapping, Joel, I've been doing some serious tapping the last couple of days, and I'll tell you why.
That doesn't
I got
sound
turned
right.
on. It is exactly what you're thinking. I got turned on the other day. My wife scored this. I told her I would sample it, and fuck, if it's not the greatest invention of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take a shot, and we're going to talk about the greatest invention of all time. Jewel Teti, Viagra. And I kid you not. Yeah, I told you were going to get floored when I told you about this certain subject. Jewel's greatest invention ever. It is. She's on the wagon of trying to have a baby. I get it. And at my age, sometimes the soldier needs a little tap on the door.
Oh my God.
And I'm telling you, man, the first day I take this thing, we do our business.
Oh my God.
I plant some baby seeds in the garden, hoping they grow. I don't know. She goes to like Target, and there it is again. It just pops back over. She's at the store. I'm like, what in the world?
What is my life?
Max just said best last 15 minutes of any show ever. Brian, the tent did go down. She was at the store and the tent.
You're that old. You're that old.
Dude, I'm like in the middle of that old. I never knew, but it's phenomenal. Like the tent did go down, but I was having a full campfire. I mean, roasting marshmallows and a whole 9 yards. Barbecuing. So the beauty thing is I had another half left for the next day. You cut it in half. You don't want to take all that in one day. And the next day, I mean, I'm going I'm like a champ. Like I'm doing my business. I do the thing. We stop for a while. She goes back to do her work. I'm upstairs getting ready to take a shower. Got the shower on. Guess who comes back? Captain Big Boy is back looking for more. I shouted down the steps, and she's like, "What?" I'm like, "You gotta get up here." Dude, I mean, my best moments in quite a while. www.viagra.com, whatever the website is. Woo, she was sweating some bullshit. She even couldn't believe. She actually stopped me. She said, "Oh, I need a break." I can't remember the last time she asked me for a break. Ladies and gentlemen, Teti,
What do I say?
may never show her face again. Dude, I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're 21, 41, any other age. Pop that baby. Give it like 30 to 60 minutes.
It's not okay.
Give it to 30 or 60 minutes. Right, that's what it was like.
No, get out. Take that out of here. You're grounded.
Give it 30
Go
to
away.
60 minutes,
Go away.
and your soldiers are ready
Go
for
away.
battle. I got to tell you.
You don't even know. Just go watch YouTube. She cannot hear anything.
Everybody, in case you're wondering, she
Shoo,
cannot
shoo.
hear. That's why
Shoo,
she
shoo,
wears the headset.
Shoo,
Max,
shoo,
you
shoo.
keep on laughing, but Max, I'm going to give you some advice, dude. Go to your doctor. Tell him you want it, need it, whatever. She brought in gun. Yes, she did. Tell me you need it. Give it a whirl. I'm telling you, man. Let an hour go by, and God, man, it's like you're like swinging a lightsaber like fucking Darth Vader, dude.
God. Yeah, that's the point.
I know. I didn't realize it was that good.
Why are you doing this?
Why am I doing this? Sean, thanks for stopping by. That's where he cuts us off. Sean Rainis, ladies and gentlemen. He said, catch up with me and have a good night. I guess he had too much of that story.
Yeah.
Sean, thanks for tuning in, dude. I appreciate it. It's good hearing from you again. But yeah, man. See? Remember when we were doing the studio thing and our man Mo Wise, our producer, said that thing about a joke where it comes back around. You do a joke early and it comes back around later in the show. Brian Harvey just did it he said Love Gun by Kiss.
Uh-huh.
You have to talk about Viagra. Well played. Well played. That was well played.
Yes, well played.
Well played. I told her after that experience, I said, I'm going to talk about this on the radio. She said, at this point, I don't even care. So, there it is. The little blue pill, my friends. Dangerous.
Go to bed.
It's Yost Joe After Dark.
Oh, that's cool.
I love it. I love when new audience tunes in. I love when people come check us out. Thank you for that. Thank you, Sean. Like I said, I haven't talked to Sean in quite a long time, and it's appreciated when people come tune in and check out what we're doing. I'll be serious for a second and thank him very much. Thanks everybody that tunes in. My man Brian Harvey's here pretty much every week. Max Scanis is here pretty much every week.
Be serious now.
No Todd West tonight. I'm a little disappointed. Todd West, we're going to talk because you're supposed to be here every week. That's right. Jewel Teti, I just got a Facebook message.
Yes.
From one of our absolute favorites. One of our loves, maybe our all-time love. Who do we love? Wait. I'm going to take a couple names off the table. We're going to take
That's a lot.
Troy David Henderson. We're going to take Troy David Henderson off the table.
Don't
Maybe
tease
number
me
2.
now.
And we're going to take Aaron Paul off the table. Who is our love? Who do we love that's been on our show a bunch of times that is just the sweetest performer that we love?
Brandon?
Oh, that's good. Sorry, Brendan. No.
Wait, Bella?
No. Bella's only been on once. We love her.
Bella's been on 3 times. What are you talking
She
about?
has?
Yeah, we have to call her.
Yeah, I'm down. I love her.
I'll call her, people. We'll get her on. Maybe we can get her on for the 100th because, we're such huge fans of Bella.
That'd be great. We could probably get this person on for 100th as well.
Yeah.
And a couple other people. This person has been on maybe the most visited guest.
Don't do this to me.
Okay,
It's
I
like-
won't do it to you.
It's just the
It is-
fan.
It is Tanya, a.k.a. Lilith from Love of the Night. Right. We love
See,
Lilith.
sisters.
Yes. The Sea Sisters is now the name of the band. Lilith in the Night has disbanded. Very
Mhm.
sad. I love their music. I love the hard rock style. But I love Tanya that much
I
more.
should have known that.
Amazing.
Yes. Sorry, I'm a late comer in or so.
That's right. Yeah, I think you only got Tanya twice, and me and John had it 3 times. But like I said, they've changed the band. Lilith and Night is no more. It's now the Sea Sisters. It's Tanya and her sister Lauren, who's new to us. We have never sat down with Lauren. I sent him an email or a Facebook message a couple weeks ago about the 100th. No, not the 100th. I'm sorry. The telethon.
Telephone.
And I said it would be great to have you on, talk, maybe play some music. And it takes them a while to get her. And like you said, that her private Facebook page is flooded with messages, and she ignores some, and then she saw us and realized she had to come on and say hi. So she's
Tanya.
up for. I know, right?
Oh my god, I love her.
Yeah, I love her. Beautiful, sweet, cool. It would be great to have her on this format on StreamYard where we can actually see her
Yeah.
face. That would be so great. So Lauren, Tanya, aka Lois, and possibly Lauren will be doing the show in the near future. She said she would love to come back on and chat. I'd like to talk about the new project.
Can you get them both?
I want to get them both. That's the goal, to get Tanya and Lauren. And I'm telling you, man, if you're newer to the show and you've never seen these two, or if you've been on the show, we've never seen them because it was
They're
the old
amazing.
format.
They're just
Amazing.
flat out amazing. And that's
They're-
not an over exaggeration. They are incredible.
Agreed. They are beautiful. They are totally cool and just super talented. And on that night, when we get them on, we got to make sure our good friend Emily Cipriano watches, because they are also in the pole dancing. They do pole dancing competition. They are super talented. They're great singers. They're just awesome. And they're it's warm. It is warm. Is it warm there? It's warm here.
My drink is.
Your drink is warm?
Yeah, I don't have a fridge.
Well,
I
it's
can't
not.
run it.
It's 9:54 now. My question to you is, how much longer do you want to roll tonight? 'Cause I'm feeling pretty good. Like, I'll go an extra half hour. If you want to do some ice
Do
cubes,
another half?
I'll go
half?
another half.
I might
another
need
half?
a small, tiny break.
You can do that. We're going to do this here on the Yo Show. I am going to get out. Give us a minute, Joel Teti.
What is that?
I'm going to do something that we usually do when we're
Let me touch it.
trying to do other things.
Ew.
I know our sound system sucks. I apologize for that. But we're going to take a 30-second, a 1 minute, a 2 minute. We're going to do like a minute break.
It's a
I
big
could probably
finger.
come back before Joel. Maybe. That's usually how it works. But in the meanwhile, it's our good friends, St. Ricketts. And I'm going to wait. Let me put the banner up, because they earn their own banner. That's when you know you've reached the big time. When the Yo Show gives you your own banner, you've reached the big time. There it is. www.
Hey.
This song is called The Catalyst, and it's our good friends from St. Ricketts. We're going to come back in a minute or two. Me and Drew are going extended time, possibly another half hour, if not more. Stick around. Tell your friends. Invite your friends. Let's do more Yo Show, ladies and gentlemen. And
Yeah.
then- Yo. Meanwhile, let me make sure I'm Bluetoothed up. I am. Jules going to take a break for me, which is good, because I got to turn on the music. There it is. Our good friends from St. Ricketts with The Catalyst. And we'll both be back in a minute or two. Be right back.
Oh yeah, I like that music. Okay. Yeah, I like that with the toy shop. Yeah. Yeah. I'm finally on YouTube by myself. You know, I can be famous. Well, I guess my mom and pap so I don't want to say this. Well, I love you, my mom and pap. Oh yeah, this music is so good. Oh yeah. Yes, this music is very good. Very good. Yes, so good. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Oh yes, this is Pepsi.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Uh, dude, my man Brian Harvey saw it. I'm going to lower the volume a little bit on the music because that was the funniest 30 seconds in the O Show history. When your daughter took a seat and took the whole show over.
Did you see how scared she got when she heard me coming in?
I just heard talking, and I'm like, what in the world? Like, I thought it was you. I'm like, I know Jill doesn't talk over music. I don't even know what she said. I'm like, Jill doesn't talk over music. I'm like, oh my God, it's Joey.
My apologies to St. Ricketts.
St. Ricketts, I tell you what, man.
Oh my god.
St. Ricketts and Surrender Dorothy, my man Max. Hey, that's more name than their music always gets fucked up with something.
Oh my god.
That was friggin' hilarious.
And I caught it on the delay too. I'm like watching on my phone, like
I know.
sneak.
I'm walking in and I seen you pick it up. I'm like, oh man, that is unbelievable.
Oh.
Oh my God. Anyway, St. Ricketts at www.stricketts.com. It's right on the scroll down the bottom. What Fire Cannot Burn is our theme song. And our apologies. Yeah, Brian Harvey's right. She heard you and she bolted. She did. And she even put the little flag back on the
I know.
camera.
What are you doing? Don't do that.
Telling you, man.
It's a Wonder Woman Band-Aid too. She stuck it right now.
I'll tell you what, if the Yo Show was still rolling in 20 years, she's going to be great.
Yeah, I think she's good already.
Yeah, I know, right? She's gonna inherit this empire someday. Jesus, I inherited this empire, and I turned it into me and Jewel, and just this crazy shit. And it's funny because now again, Harmony Smith, terrific, established actress, been around a long time, and you get nervous, like, wow, she's gonna be on, like, how are we gonna act? She's drinking wine, chilling out, just enjoying herself. There was a shot, Jewel, and I don't want to say it in case she's listening. I'm gonna be a little embarrassed. But there was a moment where she went to fix her shirt, and she kind of like opened up, and I was like, she did. I love it. Hey, come on, A+ for perfection. Thank you, Brian Harvey. But I'm thrilled, man. When I was, no offense to the previous host of this show, but when I was told that that person was passing the torch and giving it up and passing it on to me, I'm like, you know what? I am going to make the biggest shit show of a podcast, webcast, radio show ever. And I said, I'm going to find myself one sexy ass co-host, and we're going to talk about dumb shit, and she's going to roll her eyes at me and hate my guts. That girl passed, so I had to get Jewel. I'm kidding. No, Jewel, I mean, you are really, I mean, and I mean, dude, you're like exactly what I had in mind for this project, because you're perfect, man. You're like the perfect feed off. You think I'm a jackass. Well known. The Wonder Woman cup, put that Wonder Woman cup back where it was before. Put that back in the other spot.
It's sparkly.
It is sparkly, but earlier on it looked like your microphone, like the straw was there. It looked like it was like a microphone you were talking into when it was sitting on the table.
I'm so blind without my glasses. Like it was somewhere.
Dude.
And I thought it was like in the background. I'm like, what is that basket? I need my glasses. I need an adjustment.
I gave you credit because Max with the comment, and I just said, put your wife on. We want to hear the other side of the Viagra story. She gave me permission, dude, and now that she knew that,
good.
Oh, she gave me permission to tell the Viagra story. That's all I'm going to say it on the show. She's like, I don't even care at this point. Max, the other side of the story is going to be her, like, showing you positions and doing some grinding motions and all that. Trust me, the public does not need to see her side of the story.
Is she drinking?
No, she's not. Oh, Max, all I got to say is it's my moment in the sun.
I still can't believe that happened.
I thought I was going to talk about it, so I don't want to hear shit about shit. Oh, really? Melissa Etheridge's son just died? That's horrible. I remember her from a long... she was always great. She was a big influence.
I don't know her son.
I don't know, but that's a tough story.
Brian,
you asked if Viagra gave me a heart attack? No, but it really does. It gets the heart pumping. I'm not going to lie there.
So what if you have a side effect and you need to get one of those like large needles?
Oh my God. Yeah, I heard like if you have like a 4-hour erection, it sounds great, man. But I heard you got to get an adrenaline shot right in your dick.
Fun. So fun.
God. Our son was 21. We're talking about Viagra shots and men passing away at the same time. Did he die from Viagra?
Oh, I was watching.
I think we're not going to be a 2-time recipient of the Internet Radio Association Award.
Oh my God. Hey, I want one.
You got to get one. Why did we not get you one?
I don't know. You give them away. Oh, but I watched Five Acts of Jane Fonda because after our little conversation, I'm like, I don't know really her history because I didn't, I only watched her workouts, and you were like, oh, Hanoi and all that stuff. So I'm like, all right, let me watch the documentary. And I was like, shit, yeah, she messed up bad, right? But you know who her son is? I love him. He's the guy from Ballers and Barbershop. He looks like Dustin Hoffman. He's really cute. His name's Troy. He's got like black hair.
Troy David Hendrickson?
No, his name's like Troy Garrity, and he's in Barbershop and Ballers. He's like the Italian dude that like hustles and stuff. That's our
Is he half
son.
Asian? Because he was a sellout to our country.
No.
Joe, I think I broke our trophy. I did definitely broke our trophy.
Good
Anyway,
job. I have some Gorilla Glue. I'm doing some projects.
That came from the Pennsylvania Internet Radio Association. Joe, I found some cool things the other day. I buy shit. I collect junk. My wife gets mad at me. I just saw junk on Brian Harvey's comment, 4-hour Rex needle to the junk. The other day, I was going through this purchase, hang tight, and I bought like some
Scared.
figures. I bought some action. Nah, none of this isn't scary. This is actually kind of fun. Bought some action figures, and it's big now because the whole Michael Jordan documentary thing and all that. And I found these little figures at the bottom. It's Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson figure, holding the basketball. Look at me, I got A's. I'm going to survive. I'm Magic Johnson. I got enough money to get A's to survive.
I have a partner for him.
Who's he got? What, mama? You want to see why they call it? You want to see why they call it Magic Johnson? Hey, give me a threesome with two legs. Oh, James Worthy. Give me some of that Wonder Woman. I can take James Worthy. Holy Jesus.
This is like bad Cartoon Network robot chicken bullshit.
I kind of like it. It's like a ratings boom. Watch. James Worthy and Magic Johnson. They want to feed Wonder Woman some vodka and get freaky.
Oh my God.
Oh, we have definitely hit the bottom that fast. Yeah, but I found these at like the bottom of the box. I collect like weird shit. Wonder Woman better get that vaccine. You ain't getting Magic Johnson. He got that AIDS. Look, there's his junk. Wonder Woman.
Oh my God.
Woman.
No, he was cured because of money, apparently.
Yeah, I know, right? Money suddenly, and he's not infecting anybody. Very strange.
I cannot get the angles right.
Oh, I know, right? I still can't. Is that like Mario Brothers?
Yeah, it makes sounds too, right?
Oh.
Oh. Stop. It's a life.
It's very cool.
We need a life right now. We need that extra life. Jeff has many extra lives with his little friend.
Give a whole new meaning to the shark. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, this has been one of the most fun episodes. And I'll tell you what, we're going high tech. You're going to find this on Anchor and on Spreaker and on Spotify. You know how many people are going to hear about my Viagra story? Oh my God, that is too great.
Brought
Next
that on
week's
yourself.
What's that?
You brought that on yourself.
I did, and I'm okay with it. I'm not ashamed. I knew I was going to talk about it tonight, and I did. I'm only down at the bottom, some the old high-tech 5G, I wish. I'm down to Yingling, Joel Teti. What are you drinking tonight, Joel? Rum and? Diet
Yeah. My rum and coke. Yep. I finally did a curbside pickup. I finally got through. So it's lovely. I was getting a little not sick of beer. I can't drink, beer all the time.
Okay.
So it gets filling.
I must be full every Wednesday. It was funny because there was one day last week, I guess, I was going to Trenton Road Takeout, and I'll give them a free plug. I do a lot of free plugs here. Trenton Trenton. Say the word right first, or I have to plug myself. Trenton Road. Takeout. My good friend Nicole Ivy, her family owns that place. That's awesome. I love it. Great beer selection. So I went up there, and I'm getting ready to leave it to my wife. I'm going to Trenton Road. I'm getting some beer, and she says, "Can you find me Loopy vodka, which is made by 3 Olives? Loopy is the flavor." And I'm like, "Where am I finding this?" "Oh, Jersey." Well, fuck that. I'm not going to Jersey. I'm going to find it. So I go to Trenton Road. I see Nicole. I get my beer. I'm heading home. I'm like, you know what? There's a liquor store, a little hidden little gem of a liquor store. Now, I'm not going to say the address because I don't want everybody catching on. But sure, I pulled in this liquor store. The phone number is right there on the door. I'm like, all right, you got to call ahead. The guy walks out. He's like, "Is the place in order?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "I tell you what, whatever you want, place your order now. We'll bring it right out." That. I call. I order 2 bottles of this Loopy vodka, and I'm home 10 minutes later.
Wow.
Dude.
Achievement.
And I mean, like, everybody says, "Oh, it takes hours." Not this place. Minutes.
Damn, you're going to have to give me that address, you know.
Oh, I will. And you'll know exactly where this is. It's close to where you used to live if you want to track down here. But I mean minutes, Joel. And I was like,
you know they closed the one by you now. It's by you. That one on Route 1 going up.
it's closed? Like quarantine closed or closed?
No, permanently. Like this was back in like January. So I'm like, oh, that stinks because it was just convenient when I would go up that way, and it's my sister's house. I would go that way, and if I had to pick up anything for a party, it was right there. It was right next to that extremely expensive beer distributor. What is the name of that? No one should ever shop there. You know what I'm talking about?
It has the name. I know it, and it's so
overpriced. It's ridiculous.
Right. It's shitty.
Everyone who goes in there is like, "This is the most expensive." I mean, I laugh when I made the mistake twice, but there used to be one right there. Closed. So now there's. I only know of that one on New Falls. I don't know of another.
There is another one, and I thought they were open to the public. You know, Pat Dion's beer distributor in Fairless Hills. Okay. Well, Pat Dion's beer distributor has a liquor store right next door, and I still don't know the laws. Like, I thought Dion's owned that, but apparently it's still state-owned, so they're not open. But this one is right up in our neighborhood, and when I tell you where it's at, you're like, oh, shit. And I mean, like that. Like they were waiting, like they were looking outside the window waiting for people. Like I pulled up, this guy ran out. Like,
man.
Yeah, that's how anxious they are. Yeah, that's how anxious they are. If you want something, maybe I'll run down and pick it up and drive it to your house and leave it on your doorstep.
That'd be great.
You can look at me.
Yeah.
You can look at me through the window and wave, and I'll play back because I miss you. I miss you, Joel Teti. I miss you and doing this stuff.
I know. I mean, yeah, I miss going out, hanging out, my buddies. It's just gotta keep it locked down.
I agree. Joel and I do have a website that we're working on with the show. We're adding some content. It's a little slower. It's a mild graded website just to keep you up on information and guests and pictures and all good stuff. And the scroll's right here at www.theyoshow215.com. Learn a little something about us, see some pictures from past guests, see who's coming on. We're going to get a new ad up for our next guest coming up next week, Brianna Dale. Very excited for her. She is a sweet young lady. She's a beautiful young lady. She's well-proportioned in all the right places, young lady. But she's got a good story to tell. Very intrigued to find out how she got discovered and made her move to this giant following. And I'm going to ask her how we get that giant following. We got a good following. I need a great following.
Hey, you have more following than I do on Instagram. I'm so not with it on Instagram. I don't know. And YouTube, or YouTube needs help too. But
yes.
I don't know. I mean, we want that organic reach, you know. We want people to tune in for the content and really like what we're putting out, because we have some amazing guests and amazing music, and we want you to truly be a fan of the music as we are. So
Good point. Yeah.
I guess you have to have taste to like us.
Yeah. I think it's called no taste. Poor taste, I think. No, but seriously, you're right though, because like you get approached when you get into stuff like this and do shows and you put yourself out on these different formats, you get these invites like, oh, gain 5,000 likes by clicking. Do I want that? No, I want people to like us. Brian Harvey said, need a hoodie. I know you do. I need a hoodie.
I need a hoodie. What's up, Brian?
Merchandise is good. We're talking a future of.
Oh, he's
a lot
in
of-
Hatfield. That's not far from me.
That's right. It's not far at all.
Hatfield has a cool bar, Hat Tricks. I liked it there.
Hat Tricks.
Patty's Day.
On my route used to be when I used to do press girls, Hats 2, which is also owned by them, which is in
Oh.
yeah, the bartender Renee is became a buddy of mine. Renee's very cool. Hats 2. She's cool. She works, I think, Thursdays and Fridays. But
Bartenders are very friendly.
there's the one across the street that opens at like 7 a.m.
Oh.
Yeah.
What kind of bar is this?
Hatcher's 1 and 2, right? Hats 2 is the one that I was servicing. It used to be Cheers and Beers. What it's called now. They open at 7 in the morning, and I would go in there to pest control service at 7 in the morning. And there'd be some dudes in there hanging out. They all wanted to talk.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
Scary little thing creeping
I
up.
had.
Look at
I had absolutely nothing to talk about.
that.
That's a hotel bar. Yeah, because right next door,
Ew.
Brian Harvey's in on it. Where next door was the bar, the hotel rather. I used to service that place too, and sometimes like the guests would have the door open and they'd be doing whatever.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Oh, Hatfield. Hell of a town. Well, when I lived in Lansdale, there was a bus, and I only used it near St. Patty's, and it would literally pick us up from the house and take us to Hat Tricks and then take it home. But like a group of us were at my house, and we were, pre-gaming and everything. So of course we snuck like things for the bus. Who doesn't drink on the drunk bus, right? That's what we thought.
exactly. That's like
So my girlfriend like popped the can, like, psst,
the
and the
victory
driver
is
stopped the bus. He's like, "Who opened the can?" And none of us said anything. He's like, "I will let you all out right here," but we let him slide, or he let us slide.
yeah. You let him slide. That's a good one.
Drunk
You know,
bus, yes.
It is a drunk bus.
Brian, we gotta
That's
hang out.
in the pizza pub, man. I tell you, I'm gonna start hanging out in
Pizza pub.
Hatfield. That's a lot of fun.
Come on, Jeff. Come on up. We'll take the drunk bus.
I'm always down for a drunk. Every bus I'm on is the drunk bus.
Not you.
It's our third host. Yeah, you're not on the drunk bus. Not yet, anyway. It will come a day.
Oh, when the day comes.
Oh my God, I want to talk to every fella that even thinks about dating our little girl there.
What?
That's a good one. Yeah, when she gets to be like 17, 18, any guy that even thinks about dating our little girl, not talk to me for.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't even think about that. I block that out from my mind.
Yeah, that's never going to happen. She's never going to be that age. She's never going to be that little
This
age.
is still my time, so I'm not even there.
She's always going to be that little girl that picked up the headset of the Yoshi and start talking. Dude, I can't wait to watch the replay and hear what she said because I'm like watching, like,
Oh, I have to watch that. I will go back and watch that. He's a farm. We could do the show from the farm.
yeah, I want to do, yeah, oh my God, we need to do this show from the farm.
Have a big bonfire. It could be like Burning Man.
Yeah, and I want to meet this lady of yours, Brian. She seems pretty cool. And Brian's cool.
Oh,
Brian's a good time. Yeah, man. Yeah, we'll do the show from the farm.
We need a setup, like a portable setup, Jeff.
Yes, we do. Because Jewel Teti, and I was talking about this today, and I forgot, Cassie, we need to get the last farm in town. I'm all right with that. 30 acres. Can you imagine the shit we can do with 30 acres of Yosho? Dude,
A
me
band
and
lining up.
me and
Social
George
distancing.
around like cattle prods and the whole 9 yards. I was reminded by Cassie that we have to, on this show, in live appearance, this isn't even a great idea I had, but we need to get tattooed.
Yeah.
We need to pole dance. And
No.
we need to box. And we need to box the Witherspoons. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I told Cassie today, if we can get tattooed, pole dance, and box on this show, the ratings.
I'll box. Not doing the second one.
You have to pole dance.
No.
National wiffle ball field paved with horseshoes, lawn games. Oh my God. I feel like an 8-hour episode coming up. I feel it.
I mean, I'm down. We could all be separate enough.
He's got the tattoo artist already. Yeah, we're going to get tattooed in a big field. He's going to hit me with that needle. And we're going to run running through 30 acres of field. It's great. This is great. What it's all about. It really is. Creekside, like Creekside Cabaret. Like, can we bring our show to a strip club?
What? That's not that.
Stop it. We're bringing this show everywhere. Everywhere. Anywhere. Once we get that equipment, this show is going universal. God, I'm not going to happen if I get hit with a tattoo needle and I start freaking out.
You're gonna cry like a baby.
Chunks. He knows how to bring back the old joke. I am going to cry, aren't I? Am I going to be sissified? Tell me.
It's not that bad. It depends where you get it, honestly.
You get right in the ass. Ask. We're definitely up for all kind of stuff. We want to do everything. Serious question. I asked Jewel. Anybody watching can comment. Getting tattooed, climbing on the pole, Tim Witherspoon boxing. What of the three do you want to see the most?
You're asking me?
Yeah, what do you want to see the most? And anybody that's watching.
What was the first one? Oh, good tattoo.
Tattoo, pole dance, Tim Witherspoon boxing.
I don't think you'd beat the tattoo. I mean, boxing, it was a close second, but
Tim Witherspoon said he is going to personally spar with me. I'm
Yeah.
terrified of that.
you're getting it.
I am terrified. A pro
You
boxer.
should be terrified being in a ring with me. That's what you should
KY
be terrified.
wrestle. I want to box Jewel. I do not want to KY wrestle with Jewel. If I was single, I would. As a married man, no KY wrestling.
I wouldn't allow that. No.
Hey, you ain't never seen me on Viagra. You'd be like, KY, my ass.
God.
This has been a tremendous episode. I knew tonight was going to be great. I had a feeling going in. And I don't care. Like, I asked bartenders to come speak about this quarantine drink thing. And everybody did. Oh, okay, I'm all right with that. Here we go. So my wife posts this. You'll announce it. I'll film it live. You name it, dude. Oh, a food eating contest with Joey Chestnut. Let's get on to Joey Chestnut. See if he'll
Who's
come
that?
on the show. The champion wing eater. Guy's like been like a 4 or 5 time local wing eating champion. Let's get him on. We'll eat food with him.
Oh yeah, you can do that. I don't eat on camera, as we saw Saturday.
Dude, if we're not going to eat on camera, we're going to have a problem with our spinoffs.
No thanks. You can do it. I'll film it. I'll be the ref.
That would be awesome. Can you imagine Joey Chestnut and me in a wing eating contest? Like, I'm good. I can eat like 10 wings.
Yeah?
Dude, he's like hundreds. You got to see this guy, man. It's disgusting.
Get your technique down. Start practicing. You have time.
I got all this time. When people say, "What did you do during quarantine?" Learn how to eat wings like a motherfucker. Jewel Teti, this has been great. Another great Wednesday night. We got another
Wonderful.
great Wednesday night. We got another great Wednesday night coming up next week for people still tuning in and people who will tune in later because some people said they will. Brianna Dale will be our special guest next week. Check her out on Instagram at BRI Dale 22. And hold on to your hats. 'Cause she's hot.
Oh, I thought that was her whole name. And hold on here.
Brianna Dale is her name. Bree Dale is her Instagram name. She's hot. Jewel Teti, you know what I love? So I reach out to these guests. I invite them on the show. I tell them what it's all about, and they check it out and they watch. And then this woman tonight, Harmony Smith, who's beautiful, comes on right away. She's like, "Oh my God, Jewel, you're beautiful." Jewel doesn't get it. Like Jewel, like Sherry Nelson, who wants to come on our show, she says, "I don't know, that Jewel's pretty gorgeous. I don't know, like,
Right out here.
come on, man,
No.
you are
I'm
the
flattered.
second,
Thank
you
you.
are the second best looking person on the show.
Oh, man. Compliment. Thank you.
You are. You gotta own it. Nobody's asking for anything graphic. Just own that beauty. You're the face of this program.
No.
I'm the face of it, which is it's a good mix. My big stupid mouth and your face. And actually innocent, like, no. Meanwhile, like sticking her head like, that's right, bitches. Send gifts to me, bitches.
Yeah.
You
All
are my
the
slave.
kids. Bring them here.
You are all my slaves, and I am the sexy bitch. I am the webcast queen.
Oh, my God.
The award-winning webcast queen. We couldn't do this without
Give
you.
me that.
She's the reason we've won it, ladies and gentlemen.
And this is why we don't do an extra half hour.
We have totally derailed. All right, so I guess I got the hint from Joel. I'll tap on the shoulder. That it is time to wrap up another Wednesday night. See, I just love them so much. It's hard to wrap them up. But I love the O Show. Another great episode tonight of the O Show. A humongous, tremendous, massive thanks to our guest tonight, Harmony Smith. She
Woo-hoo!
was awesome. She's beautiful. And I can't wait. What's that?
I love her. She was great.
I know. And she got a beach on the whole thing.
I know.
And as soon as the show ended, she went and tagged us all over the place, which is great. We love you for it. Thank you very much. Brian, thanks for stopping by, dude. Peace out. He's right. We'll see Brian next Wednesday. I know he'll be here for Brianna Dale. Any man with a pulse better be here next week for Brianna Dale. She is one hot potato. We will see you next Wednesday at 8 o'clock with another great episode of the Yo Show with all the great graphics and all that kind of fun stuff like that. Special thanks to my co-hostess for the Mrs. My sister from another mister, the woman who's kept me going strong through this quarantine to bring the great stuff to you fans. Jewel Teti, Jewel, thank you again for another terrific night.
Thank you. So,
Thank you for giving us an extra half hour. I greatly appreciate it. I could probably get another 4 hours. I think everybody. We're going to send you out, folks, tonight with, of course, our theme song once I load it. And I act like I got great technology, but I really don't. I'm going to post it right here on the banner. This is the band. This is where you can find this band. It's already on there. And the St. Ricketts thing. I didn't even move it. It's right there. www.sricketts.com. Don't forget www.theyoshow215.com. Find out what's going on new for me and Joel. We're going to start adding more content. Nice, your fingers are moving like crazy. More content, more from me and Joel. Let's face it, I got to be honest. Quarantine or no quarantine, this is the best twosome you could ask for. We're here kicking ass, taking names, and we're out to entertain you. So everybody, again, thank you for joining us tonight on the Yo Show. Be kind to everybody, even the stupid people.
shitty people. That's what he was going for. Shitty people.
Be kind to everybody, even the shitty people. Don't be a douche. And of course, We'll see you next Wednesday live 8 o'clock. Jeff, Jewel, good night.
Oh.